We're going to be talking about the debate about Mo Salah, the Egyptian icon, versus Eden Hazard, the Mindanese dad. We're also going to be talking about Antonio Rudiger's contract situation, on which it's been a debacle like for a very long time in the TL. Or it's going to be a debacle in the TL for a very long time. So we're also going to be talking about the return of the Premier League title and the Premier League after the international break. We're also going to be talking about Marcus Rashford versus Christian Pulisic, who has more potential in the next 2 3 years, or who has already has a potential and can elevate his game more. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo a little bit in terms of how can he kind of help United going forward in terms of scoring goals and making them better as a team. hmm in terms of United, how far can they go with Ronaldo coming in? Do they have a chance of winning the Premier League title or the UCL? Uh, what trophies can they win with Ronaldo coming in? We'll talk about that. So also, like the vid, subscribe, guys. Like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the guide. Make sure you subscribe, like that vid, subscribe, like that vid, subscribe, like that vid, subscribe. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Like that vid, subscribe, like that vid, subscribe, guys. Like that vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. Make sure you support the channel, guys, and support your board. Guys, support me on them. I'm on the Cash App. I'm on the there's a what's called Super Chat. Also support your board and Super Chat. Support us. Like the channel together, guys. Make sure you like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. Yeah. So let's go. So, guys, uh, firstly, let's talk about Antonio Rudiger's contract situation. Apparently, based on the Atlantic and a very close news close to Chelsea, are saying that he's demanding a 200 million, a 200 per week, a 200 per week to him in Chelsea. Apparently, he's having like 130, so he wants to get like a 200. And my question to the fans is: yes, I know how good Antonio Rudiger is as a player, but does he really worth a 200 a week kind of in terms of his wages? Yeah, I think he does worth that 200. But my problem with it is if he's gonna worth that 200, then if he's worth that 200 week wages, so is he gonna scale that is having the problem or what? Or with the guy himself is trying to mimic Chelsea in getting the 200 per week? Because we know apparently in Chelsea, Romelu Lukaku and if N'Golo Kante renews his contract, they will be the two most highest paid player in Chelsea Football Club. So who's having the problem? Is it Mariano Ganaskia or is it what's called? Is it Ganaskia or is it Rudiger's hierarchy that is causing the problem? Is that hierarchy that is causing the problem? So what's your take on you guys? What's your take? Because if you look at this, what's going on now? I think the problem is Rudiger is trying to look and see and look around and see if this does fit him. If this doesn't fit, if this fits him, I think he will stay. But I think Tuchel himself wants Rudiger part of this team going forward. So if Tuchel want him part of this team going forward, I wouldn't blame Tuchel because Tuchel is a very good manager who will improve player a lot. So him wanting him isn't a problem for me because Rudiger is a very good player, and with Tuchel in, uh, that is a fantastic player to get from him. A very fantastic player to get from him. With Rudiger in, that's a fantastic player to get. So my issue is if Rudiger is demanding that kind of amount of money, then I think I have no issues in Chelsea giving him that contract. But my problem is if Rudiger is demanding 200, other players to be demanding that kind of wages. Now, does it cost a problem in Chelsea board and in Chelsea kind of locker room in which there's gonna be a divide in between them? Oh, now gonna scare. Rudiger's collecting this amount of money. We want to get this amount of money too. Do you have to play in some ways to fit in that yes, we deserve this amount of money? That is what we need to discuss and kind of debate about because yes, as much as we like Rudiger as a husbandman and husbandman. So in as much as we like Rudiger as a husbandman and a husbandman, yes. But the issue is gonna scare for me because if gonna say okay, Rudiger will give it this amount of money, then I think there's no issues about him. not getting the money. So, foot your feet. Um, what's your thought on Nigeria boys on AFCON qualifier? Kelechi is starting to ball now. I always believe in it. The problem is Nigeria. See, foot your feet. Nigeria has let me down a very long time. See that country. I'm not saying any word right now. I'm not saying anything right now about Nigeria until I see them balls very well in the AFCON. If they don't balls very well in the AFCON, I'm sorry, I'm not supporting Nigeria. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. Victor, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Abdul? What's up?
Ah, I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. We're talking about Antonio Rudiger's contract situation. Um, Apparently he wants to get 200, and Chelsea and is earning 130 at the moment. He wants to get 300. Do you see him still in Chelsea, or do you see his agent just trying to mimic Chelsea to get him salary contract? Because as from January, he can speak to any club he wants to talk to.
Um, oh wait. So what was the question again?
I mean, Antonio Rudiger rejecting Chelsea's latest contract on the ground. Chelsea is offering him like a contract. He said he wants 200 a week. So, what's the problem at the moment right now? Do you see Rudiger's agent mimicking Chelsea and telling them if you don't pay Rudiger this amount of money, he will rather go on free in January, because as from January they can speak to any club, and three clubs are about to buy: PSG, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid is about to buy him. So what's your take on that?
Um, well, what I think is probably could be a strategy move for him to get
Mhm,
more money.
mhm,
By using them clubs to make Chelsea get the offer that Rudiger wants. So I
mhm.
think that's just a marketing strategy, just to get Rudiger's wage that he wants. So that's how I see it.
So because the fear of Chelsea fans is, since we didn't sign Jules Koundé now, so are we about to lose a player of Rudiger's caliber in the locker room? Because that kind of Rudiger caliber is needed in every club in football. A caliber of his attitude is needed. And now if you lose Rudiger now, who are we gonna bring in?
Mm,
That's what the
that
problem is. Or do you see Chelsea eventually paying him the contract he wants? Or do you see him going to their PSG, Madrid or Bayern?
um. Hmm. To be honest, though, I think Chelsea might give him that contract. To be honest, because I see Udigo as a very very important piece to y'all, and I think Chelsea sees the same as well, and Tuchel too. So I feel like Chelsea might just give in and just give the money that he wants.
Okay, let's say it was given the money that you do you see it causing an issue in the dressing room, because other players will be demanding the amount of money Rudiger is getting. They'll be like, Rudiger is getting this amount of money. Can't we just get the same money? Or is he playing above us that is demanding that kind of amount of money?
Who's the most person who has the most wage in Chelsea,
Romelu Lukaku
and how much has he got?
in
Like what's
350.
his
350.
350?
Yeah, if Conte sign a new deal with Chelsea, he will get the same amount with Romelu Lukaku.
Hmm. I think I think that's fair, to be honest though. I mean, if Conte gets his contract, then gets his contract the same as Lukaku, then I see that as fair, to be honest.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see that as fair because Rudiger was very important though,
Yeah,
and
his
that's yeah,
personality is very important. His personality is very, very important.
yeah. So
So you see
that's
his intermediary trying to mimic Chelsea into making him sign a new deal, or do you see Chelsea like, fuck it out, fuck it. January will buy new players, you can go wherever you want to go. Because this is a big contract for Rudiger. He is 28, and he will take his time very well to decide where he wants to go. You know that. He can't just sign any deals at the moment and just say, I want to sign a new deal now. He's 28 years of age. And apparently, the only three teams that want to buy him, apparently, and are offering like very ridiculous wages at PSG, Bayern, and Real Madrid. That's the only thing that want to buy him at the moment. He's 28 years of age. So from January, he can speak to any club he wants to speak to. And he can demand any money he wants to demand.
mhm. That I mean, 28 is not even bad though, right? It's still very young, kind of young. I mean, 28. That's pretty good. Um, I mean, like for me, how I really see it is how I really see it is I just think Chelsea might give in though. But if they say, but if they say no, if they say F it, we're not gonna give you that contract, then
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna be hard for them to find like a defender like him because nowadays you can't find like a lot of defenders
Mm-hmm.
like that. Nowadays is more like you have to develop youngsters nowadays now. It's
Yeah.
not a lot of it's not a lot of already ready named already proven
Yeah.
defenders nowadays.
Because if Rudiger goes now, I'm looking at Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Who are they going to be looking up to if Rudiger leave?
Yeah,
That's going to be a
it's
problem because Rudiger's like an assurance to them that keeps them together, that keep that thickness together around them.
yeah. So yeah, that's how I see it too. Cause like yeah, but to be honest, I just feel like Chelsea just might give in and give him that contract. Honestly, I just feel like they might do that.
EJ, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, you're speaking very slowly. Where are you speaking from? I can't
No,
hear you very well.
I'm in my house.
Wait, I can't hear you. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Can you hear me now?
Uh, are you in Baghdad or Afghanistan? Where are you?
Let me come. Let me come right now.
I can't hear you very well. Yeah, you're speaking very slowly. Where are you? So let him kind of sort out his microphone. So my problem is like I don't know. Is the issue is all about like I understand Chelsea fans kind of getting angry about why not Rudiger, why not this, why not that. I can understand them getting angry, but I think it deserved the money, it deserved the 200. But my issue is with even if they give it the 200, what of players that are coming up, like player like Christensen, other players like Marcus Alonso and the guys, what will- what will be what will be their stop? Like, hey, now that Rudiger is getting the amount of money now, don't we deserve this money too? Or do you guys think it's gonna be different? Because if player like Rudiger demanding that kind of money, then I can see players of this caliber too demanding that kind of money too, and it could cause a problem in the dressing room for me. Or do you guys see it not happen that way?
Wait, can you say the question again? I'm like, this
Yeah,
came.
apparently there's a problem. There's a problem with Antonio Rudiger because I think the contract is on the ground for him. He has only till December this year to decide on where he wants to go. So it's ending 130, and he said he wants 200, I think 200 and above. But Ganaskia said no, that they don't want to give him 200. So Rudiger said he would rather look for someone else to go to than staying at Chelsea. So three clubs I want to buy him: Madrid, PSG, and Bayern Munich want to buy him. These are the
Yeah,
three clubs offering him money in
yeah.
January. So now, where does Rudiger's future lies in Chelsea? Do you sign the contract or do you, because you can't lose the personality of Rudiger in the dressing room. What is the future of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner if Rudiger leaves? These are the players that they are the same national team, the same club together. There's an understanding between them. So if caliber of Rudiger player leave, then what does he say? How do they cope?
Uh, like, I don't think we should be surprised. People think Chelsea are not a selling club. If the biggest clubs in the world come,
Mm-hmm.
we more or less will likely sell. So, or like, we'll lose the player to the biggest clubs in the world. So,
Mm-hmm.
I believe two of those clubs, like all three of those clubs, PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
they're bigger. They're bigger. Just bigger in terms of money and status. Like it's Real Madrid, yeah. So I don't think we should be surprised. But in terms of Granaskia paying the 200 plus, I don't blame Rudiger for going 200 plus because isn't team one is on 190, right? I
It's
think team.
200. It's 200.
Oh god, see, like, come on, man. Because he's comparing to the other players in the team that are on certain amount of wages, so he's right. He's rightfully right.
Kaya Havertz is on 190. N'Golo Kante is on 295. So
Yeah.
if Conte renews contract, in which he's about to do very soon, it will be on the same level with Romelu Lukaku getting the same amount of money in Chelsea.
Yeah, he deserves to ask that, and he deserves to demand that sort of wages because like, other players in the team are getting that and above. So, and he's performed for the last year, the whole of 2020, 2021. So he feels that he's got a right to ask for that. He's got a right to ask for that. And personally, I think Chelsea. Yeah, you're right. Now I don't think we can afford to lose him. So I feel like we just paid the money. Like just paid the money. Because this is his last max contract. He's 28, right?
Yeah,
he's
he's
28.
28 years of age. Yeah, he's 28.
Yeah, so
And
this
this
is
is
his
his
last.
big last contract.
Yeah, last big contract. So it makes all this makes sense. So nobody should be. I know it's stupid people on Twitter will be getting onto.
And I think Tuchel want him to stay 2 weeks. I think Tuchel like him very well. They
Yeah,
want him to
definitely.
stay
I
2 weeks.
love him. You need him in the dressing room in terms of his mentality.
Yeah. If Rudiger goes, my Lord in heaven,
Rudiger
they're gonna be
goes,
a
I
problem.
go.
They're gonna be a problem in Chelsea because you're gonna see the
Calm
fans.
down, calm
Wait,
Yeah,
down.
if
I
Rudiger goes, I
like
go.
calm
Mr.
down.
Emin, where have you been all this week? You are making that
Oh
money, right?
boy.
You've been
Ah
making
yeah,
that money.
oh boy, I need it, man. The end of the year
That's
is
good.
about to end.
That's good. That's good.
You look fresh, man.
That's good.
From this
See-
Nigeria you went to.
No, Nigeria have
It's
seen
like-
me finish. Nigeria have seen me
like-
finish.
It's like you ate too much suya and too much
No, I had so much
eforiro.
suya, kilishi, and abasha.
Oh man, girl, the wife just being took care
Nigeria has
of you.
killed me, but Wi-Fi has been good. Yeah, she's been good. I've been eating some poundo yam, some semu. She's been good.
That's life, man. That's life. You say living the life. That's
But I missed
awesome.
her. But I'm in America now. It's not staying with me right now. So
Oh, that's
I've gone back to my McDonald's and Burger King.
oh yeah. And then all these your long drinks you buy from the store.
Like, look at what I'm drinking. See,
I know.
Arizona.
Arizona. I like it though. I like the
It's
half
good.
and
Though.
half.
I have like
sometimes.
one pack at home. So I think sometimes at work and sometimes when I'm at home. It's good though. So like what I'm saying, Josh, finish up the topic because the problem is it's demanding 200 and see, Rudiger deserve the money for me. I have no issue
Yeah.
with that. But my issue is if you get that 200 now, other players will come out and say, Rudiger is getting 200. We are playing more than Rudiger. We deserve that money. Even if
Like
we're not-
you can ask that. I think Rudiger's playing to the max of the.
Mhm.
I think he's one of the best players in the team.
Mhm.
I don't see any other players that should be getting more than him that are wanting a new contract.
Mhm.
Maybe Jorginho, but I don't think the club will give him a long contract.
But do you see that Marina is the one doing
Wait.
Marina is the one doing picky. She doesn't want to pay that money. She's just waiting or playing a ball with Rudiger.
I think she's because she's a very good negotiator, so she is going to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her role. She's going to negotiate. They may.
No, well,
I think they'll
yeah.
come to a. I think they'll
Yeah,
come to a compromisation.
I think so. I think so too. I think
Yeah.
I think Rudiger is very important. He's important to how
Very
Chelsea,
important.
the dressing room and kind of the mentality. But remember, we just bought Lukaku and we just bought Saul. Those two are also champions, right?
Yeah.
So that mentality doesn't go just in case Rudiger starts, to think that we want Rudiger to stay. I think most Chelsea fans. I'll start from last season. I thought we should have sold Rudiger last summer. That's the previous summer under Frank Homeboy, right? I was like one of the people that said, "Man, this guy is no good." I remember that West Ham game during after the restart, right, when Yamalenko pretty much just he flawed Rudiger. Like we lost to West Ham, Yamalenko, man, he took Rudiger to the cleaners. Not just Rudiger, but
that game was terrible. Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, I think also Antonio. Man, Rudiger was so awful.
Yeah.
The guy was making mistakes. He was erratic. He was. Oh my god! I was like,
so bad. They were so bad at times.
he was so bad. But what was happening to Rudiger, we didn't know was the system, the structure we were playing at the time lacked any. It was not fortified, to help defenders. We were defending with 4 under Lampard, and attacking with 6. And even with the 4 we're defending with, we were still lightweight because our midfield was wide open. So they could stretch that four the whole breadth of the midfield and have runners just run through. So we were a mess. See, Lampard, I wouldn't say so much, but Lampard did not. He was not so good in terms of in terms of playing basketball. And that hot players like Rudiger. Another player it hurt was Alonso. Another player, Jorginho. See, all these players were actually very good. They just needed the right manager and the right instructions to play to their strengths. For Rudiger, I really want him to stay. But if he says, man, because Madrid is going to come. Madrid is already in his ears, right? Because
three teams want to buy
Madrid is already looking to get a lot of top quality free agents for next summer. They're looking at Pogba, they're looking at Mbappe, they're looking at Rudiger. I think they're looking at about 5 players, that are free agents that are really top players. And they're going to give them good money. Like, when Rudiger is not going to earn 200K in Madrid, he's going to earn 300 plus in Madrid. So those are the things that, might be in his head. But if I was him, I'll probably stay in Chelsea because you know why? Eden Hazard went to Madrid, man. We all know the story. Like, Hazard went to Madrid and nobody, it's really sad what's going on with my own boy, Eden Hazard. But if I was Rudiger, I would stay. But if Rudiger decides to go, people, we should go get Jules Koundé. That's what I'll say. Where's Abdullahi?
I'm here. So I think the problem with it is the caliber of player Rudiger is. I don't want us to miss another player Rudiger for me because his personality is very key a lot in the dressing room.
But what if we lose Rudiger and get Koundé?
Yes, but does Koundé have that personality? Does he have that personality?
I don't think it's even levels yet. I don't think Koundé's not. I don't think he's got that mentality
because I'm looking at these Chelsea wages now. Romelu Lukaku is getting 350. If N'Golo Kante sign his new contract, it will be the same on the same wages as Romelu Lukaku on 350. Now, after N'Golo Kante, the very clear player that is very below the two of them is Kai Havertz is getting 190 million euro. Those are the three players that I know. In the next
how much is one again?
Kante 190, 295 at the moment. If he signs his contract, it will be the same.
I mean,
Werner is on 170.
So my thing is this, right? Rudiger deserves to get 200K. If it's 200K, he deserves to get 200K because this is his last rodeo. This is he probably has not made. I'm not saying I don't know how much he's made in the past, but
130.
This is his last big contract before he hangs up. That between 28 and 33, that those contracts you signed there are your last big contracts, right? After that, nobody's going to pay you that much, and this is a very short career. So I think for Rudiger, he deserves to get the 200K. But what I was hearing was 250K. So that's why I was like, that's
250. I was hearing before. I think it could rise to 200 to 250 plus bonuses.
Before tax. The tax is 50K.
Yeah, and everything could rise to 250.
So that's gross. That's gross income. So that's gross.
Plus bonus and everything could rise to 250.
It's fine. The thing is, if we're going to be a big club, we have to start paying big club wages.
No. If you spoil your wage structure, remember.
But
remember your revenue generation. It's pretty much the same, right? Because our stadium is not going to be 100,000 seater soon, right? We have a 42,000 seater stadium. If you're going to start paying big wages, how are you going to generate the difference in terms of cash flow? Right? That's how people think, because the reason why Madrid expanded their stadium or even did the whole stadium renovation was to increase the number of seats, and then also improve
I made a mistake.
The experience inside the stadium.
Guys, I am done. What what the heck is going on? What's this?
What's all
I made
that?
a mistake. And I want to show you guys something. I did not believe this. If it is true that I'm saying this, and if it is the updated one, I think I need to quit football.
Like, what's going on?
I
This
need to
was
quit football.
serious.
This is what I'm saying, guys. Relax. I hope this is not true.
That is
What's that?
that can't be true. Team won on 272, impossible.
No, it's not true.
Nah, God forbid.
This is it. This is the roster. This is the updated roster. This is updated roster. This is it.
It can't be. It can't be.
I'm serious. This is updated roster. The 2020 is updated.
Because Kai 150.
What?
Nah,
No, it's not true.
that can't be
Kai-
true.
Kai is more
That's
than one.
190. Impossible.
Kai-
Kai is 190.
No, Kai is more than 150, and then
It's
also
190.
Hudson Odoi.
Chill was on
Odoi
190.
is
140.
is on 160 or so.
140, 140.
Yeah, whatever. But it's no, this is not true.
There's no way Chill was on 190 as
Because
well.
I know that after Romelu Lukaku is Ugolo Kante, followed by Kai Havertz, followed by Timo Werner. That's what the four players following each other.
Yeah,
Because if Conte renews contract, it's gonna be the same wages with Lukaku. He's gonna be on the same wages with Lukaku. So if Kai Havertz also with his 500 and everything, it will also be on the same wages, very closer to Conte and Lukaku.
Oh.
So this one I'm seeing right now, kind of like, what the heck, really? I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. I don't know. It's BS.
So I can understand why Chelsea fans are being like this. I can understand why. So EJ, how you doing, brother?
Can you hear me now?
But you speaking slowly. What the hell? Where are you? Are you in Baghdad or where? Speak on your mic. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm really at home. I don't know.
Yeah, but we can't use. We can hear you, but you are speaking very, very low. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Well, let me go back and come back in.
See, I can hear you, but it's just because you're speaking very low. It's to the phone, or I don't know what you're using. You're speaking very low. Can you guys hear him?
I can hear him.
I can hear him
I
a
can
little
hear
bit.
him, but it's just low. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
the
a bit quiet.
It's coming back. Oh, okay. So
I'm not believing this. This is disgusting.
I don't think that's gonna happen though. I don't think this is true.
Yeah, but the thing in terms of
The numbers. I remember. Let's not forget, right? These players' wages, right? There are many components to it. You know, in some cases, it
winning
depends on the,
Champions League,
it
Premier
depends,
League,
it depends, it depends on the contract. Exactly. It
Yeah,
depends on the contract.
Yeah.
So people can just quote one number, but what is in that number, right? Is it his basic wages, or is it the wages plus, you know, all the different incentives and bonuses, right? So most times when people say, "Oh, Ben Chilwell earns 200K a week," what is in that 200K? Is it addition with all his bonuses, and then you're dividing it by 52? 52 weeks. If that's the case, okay, maybe, you know, but what we want to see is the natural, you know, the wages, just the wage, the weekly wage. That's his fixed wages. Yeah, not the one with many bonuses. So yeah.
Yeah, EJ, can you
hear me now?
Yes.
Now.
A lot better.
Were you in Baghdad or Afghanistan before? Where were you?
No, I was using my laptop. I don't know what's wrong, but now I'm using my phone. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe you didn't turn up the volume of the laptop. Maybe that was where the problem is. Maybe the volume is very low.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when you use the laptop, turn on the volume, loud the volume very well, so people can hear you. We can hear you, but it was just too low.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, we're just too low. So, Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah, I've heard you guys' discussion and like your arguments. Yeah, and I get the reason. Like I don't think it's someone you want to lose. To be honest.
No, his character is just second to them.
Personality. Like, the UCL run, it was given into Luis Suarez in the not in the semi-final. I think, and of 16. or quarterfinals. I don't know, but one of the it
No,
was
yeah, round 16.
yeah. It was really giving it to Luis Suarez when he was trying to claim for penalty and all of that. You can see his character, and it bring like that spirit, that mentality to the squad, like for everyone to be like, hey, we have to be top of our game. And I see you complaining about other players will want to demand for higher wages. I don't think there will be any other players demanding for higher wages because
Oh, don't say so, because what will happen will be any player that Chelsea is buying. Let's just say Chelsea goes to buy Jules Kunde. Kunde is going to ask for something close to what Rudiger is earning, right? And what does that do? That has automatically increased your wage structure or increased how much you'll be paying, for your centre backs. And just that's what I know Marina is trying to avoid. I know, unfortunately, the way football is going, a lot of people, there's a lot of money now in football. I agree. You pay the player what he deserves or what his value is, but you also have to be careful so you don't become a Barcelona, right?
I
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
I
I don't think we're not near those levels. But if we're going to compete for the best players, we have to pay those not Barcelona level wages, but like you know how United's wages are and City's wages are. We have to,
No,
you
but look at United as a club, right?
yeah, they make a lot of
Look,
revenue.
yeah, look at how much revenue they generate. Remember, United is they're stated in some country stock exchanges, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
they're stated in the
yeah,
New York Stock Exchange.
yeah.
Chelsea's not at that
In
level
UK, yeah.
yet, right? Chelsea's not at that level yet. So if you're saying, oh, we need to actually right now, I think we're actually punching above our weight because of we're definitely competing with the best. We're probably one of the best run clubs in Europe, right? And there's a reason for that, right? The reason why is we actually have a model that works and tested, probably one of the best models according to Fabrizio Romano. We have a financial model thanks to Granovskaya.
Hmm.
So to me, nobody's going to push Granovskaya. You can ask
Yeah,
John.
definitely.
You can ask John Terry when John Terry wanted some more money or wanted 2 years instead of 1 year.
2 years, yeah.
She threw the contract at him and said, "Hey, if you're not signing it, get out of my office." That was John Terry.
Hmm.
so so she's gonna do what fits the club because she sees the whole picture, and I trust her totally. Like if she says, "Oh, we cannot do this," that means she must have gone back and done her math and
Hmm.
see that if we do this, there's going to be repercussion. The reason why we didn't buy Kunde from Sevilla this summer is not because we could not afford him. Of course,
Yeah.
we had the money to if we wanted to buy his release clause, pay off his, but in Granovskaya's analysis, she probably looked at this and said, "Why do we want to spend all this money on this guy? It's not like he wants to come to us, so we can always negotiate in the future,
Hmm.
and bring that price down, save us some money. Because right now, this pandemic does not look like it's going anywhere, and most clubs are going to continue. There's going to be some restriction or some downside to their revenue generation, right? You
Yeah.
cannot you cannot admit the same number of people you admit, for certain events in your complex or in your stadium as you used to on a normal day. No matter how it looks like the stadiums are getting full, a lot of people are also very cautious and not going to the games and even the other events that they do in the stadiums, non-match day events, right? When people actually come to the to the store and all that stuff, that has also gone down. All those things are facets that you know and when we try to compare ourselves to United, I was like, United makes too much money compared to Chelsea. Um, you
Yeah.
know, if you look at Barcelona, Barcelona makes over £1 billion €1 billion every year. That's two.
Wasn't the majority of
That's
that
two.
revenue
That's
because of Messi?
Yeah, most of it. 300 million is down to Messi, right?
My
Which
God.
they've lost this year, right? So
Yeah.
they're in big trouble. Guess what? Chelsea does not want to get to that point
I
where
don't know. We
we lose.
definitely won't. Yeah, definitely won't. Yeah.
Yeah, we lose a player and our revenue goes down. So we don't want to hinge our revenue generation on just some one player or two players. Currently, Chelsea makes about £400 million every year. Um, it's still not where it should be. That's if we don't win anything. At least we get 400 million pounds, and then we have our support model in in the loan system, that actually generates us at least close to 100 million pounds
Yeah.
every year.
But in terms of the stadium, like Chelsea cannot expand Stamford Bridge. There's so many
Yeah,
laws and regulations. So
I haven't been to the stadium before, but I'm hearing that
yeah, like the
that
council, they're not accepting it.
yeah, they said
Yeah.
that area you can expand. Well, Chelsea's gonna do something. I know someone
I
somewhere,
know
something is gonna happen.
how, because
They're gonna break it.
the fans, it's the fans as well that annoy me. The fans, they don't want to move away from Stamford Bridge,
Oh
but
yes,
we need to
you
expand.
don't leave. It's just like telling Liverpool to leave Anfield.
Nah,
It's not gonna
come on,
happen.
yeah. Anfield has a lot more history than Stamford Bridge. Anfield has deep rooted history.
I
But the
know
thing is, in Anfield,
they
they
buried the
expanded it
chicken.
as well.
They buried the
1 or 2 years
chicken
ago,
in
they
the cup
expanded
end.
Anfield.
They buried the chicken in the cup end. That's the juju they serve. That juju in the cup
Hey,
end. Whenever they kick towards that chicken that they buried there with so many rubbish they put
the top
there,
end is dangerous. It's dangerous.
I don't care. I've never been to that stadium, but I'm hearing that if you go to Liverpool and you're in the cup end, the cup stand, man, you must.
It's rocky. It's rocky apparently. But
It's rocky out
yeah,
there.
I'm worried about the stadium situation because we're growing as a club, but we have our stadium is smaller than St James's Park.
Oh no, St. James Park is one of the biggest stadiums in
Yeah,
Europe, though.
it's 50,000.
No, it's more than 50. It's
Huh?
almost 70,000. St. James
No,
Park.
no way. Let me check.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think St. James
Nah,
Park. Look it
let me
up.
check.
St. James Park.
Capacity.
Capacity.
Because the news
Oh,
I'm
it's
hearing
52. Oh, 52,000.
Yeah, 52. It's still bigger than us. It's ridiculous. We need to expand the stadium now. It makes
What is Old
financial sense.
Old Trafford?
Yeah, Old Trafford is 75. It's ridiculous. Arsenal, even Tottenham Stadium is way better than us. Like,
6,000. No wonder
like
man.
I think in the far future it would affect us having a small stadium.
Even
It's
Etihad
affecting us right now with the revenue.
the Etihad is 55k.
Ours is 45,000 for a big club like Chelsea. I think we have the smallest stadium as a big club
Yeah, well, I
in
think
the
so
world.
because even the Emirates is 60,000, right?
Emirates 60,000. Spurs' new stadium is 68 or something like that.
Mhm.
Etihad is bigger than ours.
Etihad is 55k, and even the West Ham Stadium is bigger than Chelsea's ground.
We need to do something.
Women should do something about it. I think they will do something about it. Because
No,
is it-
they want to, but there's so many regulations.
They're not
Yeah,
allowing him. Like the UK government is preventing him from doing it. There's a lot of politics involved, so I don't see them expanding unless they move from Fulham. I don't mind if they move.
we have to move. We have to move out of Stamford Bridge and go somewhere else.
I don't mind, but the fans won't allow it. They're stupid, hardcore, real Chelsea fans, all are idiots.
You see, though, it depends. We have to move out. If like, it depends on where we want to go to and where we want to build a new stadium into. If it's gonna be somewhere that we know, if we build it, it's gonna help us. Then we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, the club will do it, but the fans will not be happy.
So it depends on where the club wants to go to.
I don't think it even matters because a lot of these Chelsea fans they love Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, they love Stamford Bridge, but the issue is if it doesn't fit what we want, no matter how much you love Stamford, you have to go. You have to move.
I think some people might think it's similar to the Highbury in the Emirates. That's what they were related to. They're saying that you're breaking the history.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Arsenal since they left Highbury, right? Since they left Highbury, they've never won the league. No joke. Yeah. Even look at just think of most of the clubs that have moved stadiums. There's a reason why even the two Milan teams don't want to leave San Siro. Yeah, they don't want to leave because San Siro has a lot of history of going back to almost 100 years. So if you leave there, you leave a lot of you behind. It's like it's not something that most big clubs will actually do. So that's to me, that's why Chelsea still plays in Stamford Bridge, and
Yeah,
I think
that's definitely the reason.
I think
Because
they will.
45,000, you would have expected us to at least got a bigger stadium. Come on, man. But government, they're just, yes, I don't know. That's probably an issue for the future.
Yeah, I think that's where the trouble is. A lot of government things, and Chelsea is just it's a club that a lot of people have very huge interest in because it's in the very choice. It's in the choicest part of London. It's in southwest London.
Rich.
If
London,
you
right?
if you know London, you that part of town is so
Yes, so
exquisite,
affluent.
right?
It's not affluent part in London, so
Yeah, you see most of the richest people in this world have like an apartment or have a home in that part of London. So even down to some coach that coach in Liverpool, Manchester, they all still have they try to get somewhere in London because it's such a beautiful part of the city. I plan to visit next month anyway.
mm,
That's what the problem is. It depends on when Roman wants to build it. I'm hearing he wants to
Like,
do something about the stadium, but it depends
yeah,
though. It
well,
depends.
why don't you guys just consider a renovation for your stadium?
Like
That place is
expanding the stadium. Like
Yeah,
you can't expand if you can't expand the stage. So if you're going to expand or renovate the
there's a
stadium to
lot of
increase it,
regulation. A
yeah,
lot.
there's a lot of building regulations, right? So you
So
have
many.
to, yeah,
I-
you have
I'm
to
just
you
saying,
have to put all those into consideration.
like the Real Madrid stadium we built is not like we're moving somewhere else. It's still like the same stadium. It's just renovation. But
Yeah,
like,
I know.
we were using like our B team stadium, but like that was during COVID, so like, I think that kind of helped. There were fans in the stadium, and now that fans are back in the stadium, yeah, I think that would be difficult for Chelsea fans because you want your fans to be there with you. But like that kind of help was like, oh, it was COVID time, so there wasn't no fans. So like using your B team, I think, yeah, it
But I
was.
think I think Madrid. I think another thing Madrid is
Yeah,
doing
Madrid.
because of that they increase the price of the ticket. So the tickets are now a little more expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know how like the rules in England work. But I think like in Spain, like,
Because London is pretty small. Like
yeah,
the in terms of building land, the land is just crazy. It's so expensive, and it's very affluent. So yeah, it's
uh,
just a lot of issues. I
when-
think.
like Tottenham did, you guys can be using the Wembley Stadium until like you guys get your own stadium or something like that.
No, 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 no.
Uh,
We'll say Stamford Bridge. I had Chelsea has a plan to actually move to another part of London towards the wharf or something.
Yeah,
I
Um
heard that.
yeah,
yeah,
but if you get
closer
to
to
uh,
Kirk.
Canary Wharf.
Ne-
move, we
Yeah,
need somewhere to be playing.
Canary Wharf.
yeah, closer
That's
to
where the
Canary Wharf.
big financial services like JP Morgan, HSBC, Citi. That's where the big financial hub is in
Mm,
Europe, like that
Mhm.
part of London.
mhm.
Chelsea want to move there.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
move there. That's what I'm hearing.
That is
yeah.
money. That's stupid money. That's like money.
Because
Well,
if you look at Chelsea, everything Chelsea fan base is growing up, is growing right now.
it's growing though.
It's
It's
growing.
growing.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
what
I
you
I'm
can't be
heard.
saying.
having
100%. They need to get a better stadium, bigger or better. But moving to Canary Wharf, no, that's very close to West Ham. It's like right. It's like neighbours to West Ham. That's what it is. Because I live in the West Ham area. It's very close to Canary Wharf.
Oh, the Western is East London, right?
Yeah. Canary Wharf is in East London.
Got it.
Yeah. So
so if you're
hey,
gonna move to that
if
area,
they move there, hey,
it's
I'll
all
be
about
happy.
money. It's all about money.
That will be, and there'll be a lot of big companies like JP Morgan. That want to invest
Are you
in
going
that
to
project.
go? Are you going to go watch? Do you go watch say games at the bridge? Do you go?
No. Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I don't like being around Chelsea fans as well.
Why?
They're too toxic. I like the guy.
There's,
Mr.
there,
Gomez is too.
there's,
It's too.
they smell. They smell.
Oh,
They stink. Their breath stinks. They're always drinking. I don't like that atmosphere.
okay.
You don't want to be around them. I can understand.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too, I can understand that it's too. You don't want to be around them. Chelsea fans are just too toxic from
Yeah,
nature.
I
From
know
our life.
these type of fans. I know these type of fans.
So back to the Rudiger thing, right? So
Yeah.
if we lose Rudiger and we bring in Kunde, what does that just keep everything cool?
Yeah, but the problem is
Same quality,
the problem I'm
or
facing is
is it the mentality, the leadership, right?
I
But
need yeah the
but you know
dressing room
this,
is
you
the
know the
key.
leader. We still have leaders in our backline, right?
Mhm.
Mendy is a leader. You know
Yeah,
that,
Yeah, I
right?
know.
Mendy. Who
I know.
else?
You have what's his name? Thiago Silva will probably leave next
He's
summer,
leaving
right?
at the end of the
It's
season.
living. Yeah.
Aspi probably in the extra 1 year, but he will not play a lot the next season, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we
He's
bring
only
in
31,
Kun,
you know.
is he
That's
31
me.
or for
It's
real?
31. It's
He's only
31.
31
Oh,
years.
so he's probably going to be in the club at least till
Yeah,
32.
he looks like he's
I
been there for years. Time.
I think I won't be surprised Aspi hangs up his glove. I'm sorry, his gloves, hangs up his boots at Chelsea. Maybe plays 2, 3 more
I
seasons
would
and
love
just
that. I would love that. I would love that.
calls football quits. Maybe
He deserves it. He deserves it.
yeah, because he's been a super excellent servant to the club.
Absolutely. He's a legend. Chelsea legend. Full stop.
Oh,
Chelsea legend.
he is. No,
100%. There's no
he's
question.
oh yeah, his banner is up already in Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. If Chelsea, if he takes Chelsea to win another Premier League title and the World Club Cup, I
I'll
think
cry.
his
I
legacy will
love
be very
Ashby. I love
strong.
his service. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I like Aspi. Aspi is a good guy. And I tell you something, he's a word. If you tell me about the dressing room, I agree. Rudiger and Zuma leaving at the same, but Rudiger and Zuma leaving at the same time would
Yeah.
affect the dressing room for sure because those guys are the big guys that actually that come up. But Lukaku is there. Lukaku to me is a super presence in that dressing room, and I
Yeah. But
believe
I would
if
like to have like a spine of strong mentality from
yeah,
Mendy
yeah,
to the defense.
on every line of the team, right? So from
Yeah.
Mendy to the defense line. But who says this guy will not have a strong mentality?
Kunde.
Kunde. Yeah, that boy is from Benin Republic. His father is a Beninois. Just like Rudiger is originally from Sierra Leone, right? Um
Yeah.
Rudiger and Chaloba come from the same place. They are both Saros. Yeah, they all that Abdullahi, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are both
Is
from
it?
Sierra Leone. They're from Freetown, right?
Oh, I
From
thought
Sierra Leone.
Chalaba was Nigerian. Isn't that
What?
Nigerian? Chalaba.
No, he's from
No. He's from Sierra Leone.
Oh,
Sierra
Yeah,
Leone.
swear. Oh, I thought he was
yeah,
Nigerian.
yeah. No. Chaloba originally his parents are from Sierra Leone, and then
Okay.
Rudiger is also from Sierra Leone too. But
Yeah.
Rudiger is from the north part of Sierra Leone where they are Muslims, right? Chaloba is from the south. Yeah. So another that Kunde is not a Mickey though. He's from where anybody from West Africa is rugged, man.
Yeah.
These guys have been through everything. So if Kunde is coming, I'll say we'll lose, all the shouting from the back from Rudiger, maybe some of the
Yeah.
personality in the dressing room. But I don't think we'll totally lose our winning mentality, which is, which I know, it's built in the fabric of that Chelsea club. And let me not lie, if tomorrow Rudiger says he wants the person that I know that would not leave is Christensen. Christensen would
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
he's
leave.
not one
it's
there.
close to signing a new deal. It's close to
Yeah,
Yeah.
signing.
he's gonna stay for most majority of his career. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
be there.
yeah. I think Christensen is going to be John Terry of this generation, right? So he's going to be here for a long time.
Yeah, he'll be a long, I don't think he won't be as good as him, no way. But he'll be here for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be here for a long time. I don't know what he's going to win, more things he's going to win, but I can tell you for sure he's going to be here for a while. So
Yeah. I feel like this is the first season he's really been starting as a
yeah,
number one
because
star.
and that's the thing about and he's now very much probably one of the best 20 years and under center backs in Europe, right?
He's 25. That's
Yeah,
right.
I think he's
Yeah.
25. Yeah, he's 25. He and Ruben are kind of the same age. I think they were in the academy together. I remember
Yeah,
Christensen as a boy when we first bought him. He was just 15, yeah, he was 15 when we bought him from Brøndby or so in Denmark, and he was just.
Guys,
I saw him.
let me get what upset me back.
Oh, no
yeah.
worries, no worries. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, I don't. I see him staying in the club. I think I'm really excited about this Chelsea. I don't know about you too, if you feel the same way, but I feel so excited. I'm really buzzing, as in for the first time in a long time, probably since
It's been a
Antonio
while.
Conte's winning season.
It's
I've
been a
never
while.
felt this like confidence going to any game. I'm like, bring on any team. Like we
Even with
have,
Conte, I wasn't that confident. I wasn't confident. Like we won the league, but we didn't perform in the Champions League at all
yeah, we're poor.
in that season.
Mhm.
And the next season, when I saw the signings, we got Bakayoko, Barkley, drink all that nonsense. I knew it was another repeat of the Mourinho second or third season. So this is really the first time like you can actually see a plan from now in a 3 year plan. You can see the vision. And yeah, you're right. Like I'm actually buzzing for once. I've not followed this for a while. It's for a while. I've not followed this for a while, but yeah, hopefully that. Do you think if we don't win anything this season, Chelsea will sack Tuchel?
No, no, no. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win the league.
I don't know.
Uh,
Obviously, we obviously I think that as well. But if we don't win the league or win anything, do you think they'll sack Tuchel?
no, they won't sack Tuchel even if we don't win. He's bought himself at least 2 seasons now, so
Mm.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I think Tuchel will be here next season.
Yeah.
I don't see things. I don't see things going that bad quickly. After Tuchel, I think it's yeah we won't be better in Europe. Everybody coming to play us now is going to be scared of Chelsea as a club.
Yeah. It feels like Mourinho 0405.
Correct.
Feels like that.
Yeah, we are very very revered as a team. And the good thing is we can play different ways, right? We can
Mm.
play ugly, and still and nick a goal and then shut up shop, right?
Yeah.
And we can play beautiful, and and mesmerize, right? Play with like Pep said, the wing backs are wide. Oh, Pep said,
That's
Chelsea,
the wing backs are so wide, but
wing backs are
so
so
close.
wide.
I want us to discuss something. I don't know if you guys see it on the TL, the midfielder saga. Apparently, next summer they're gonna be a midfielder debacle for Chelsea. Declan Rice, Joe Bellingham, and Aurelien Tchouameni. So there's a deliberation on who we should sign because even if Conte and Jorginho still kind of renew their contract, one
They're
of them
gonna
is
be
still
here.
gonna leave.
They're both going to be
So
30. Yeah.
we need someone for the future. So Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham of Borussia Dortmund,
Yeah, I'm not getting
and then
Bellingham.
Tchouameni of Monaco. So who do you guys think you want to go for?
So if Chelsea thinks of Jude Bellingham, because to me, Jude Bellingham and Mason Mount play the same role, right?
Yeah.
They're the same kind of midfielders. Jude Bellingham cannot sit in a midfield three or in a double pivot. He is a
He's
central
like an
attacking.
8.
He's
Yeah.
like an 8. He's an 8 pretty much.
Yeah.
He's like his game has not adopted to he's not changed so much in his game apart from being just a real 8. And I like that he's actually focusing on being a good 8. If we keep him Mason Mount, Jude Bellingham will just will be a duplication to me because they have the same profile characteristic. Now, if you're looking at the other two, I see Chouameni as a person that has a higher ceiling than Declan Rice. I know, my Declan Rice people like, is he here? Where's he?
Yeah.
Blue Eyes? Where's
It's
Blue Eyes?
It's a late comer. It's a late comer.
Blue Eyes. Blythe will probably listen to this and say, "Oh man, Amy has come again with his hate for Declan Rice." I don't know, but I see Declan Rice going to Manchester United next summer.
Very possible.
Yeah, I think next summer he'll go and complete them there. Once they let Pogba go, I see Declan Rice going to
Please,
Manchester
I
United.
hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, and I think I also believe in one reason why Chelsea, as why the Chelsea hierarchy is hesitant on Declan Rice is they don't want a player that comes like Tuchel is always talking about team chemistry, right? They
Hmm.
don't want any player that will come and disrupt the current team chemistry because one of our biggest strengths is that we play for each other and we have that team chemistry. I'm not saying Declan Rice comes to to scatter that. I'm just saying that if we get Declan Rice, the fans are going to demand that Declan Rice plays every game.
Yeah.
And that is going to cause a toxic divide, which, something that the club has run away from since Lampard left. So I think the club will look at it and say, we'd rather go get, a player that would not demand. Because if you're getting Declan Rice now, he's going to come with English tax. And then he's also going to demand, at least 200 plus K a week. Do you know how much Mason Mount is earning? Mason Mount earns eighty
Is it
thousand
80?
pounds,
Yeah, 80.
80,000,
Yeah.
80,000 a week. So how do you now repay Mason Mount, who you kept in your academy, right? And has
Yeah.
gone through all those drills with you, being a champion of Europe, and maybe if they're going to increase Mason Mount now, they'll be,
Blue
oh, here
eyes.
comes Blue Eyes.
Yeah, he signed a new contract couple years ago.
I think Mason Mount is going up to 130 now, right?
Yeah, he's got a
So
beast. Yeah.
yeah. Well, guess what? If you're getting Declan Rice is not going to demand anything short of 200K because guess what? He's going to have more other offers from because you're going to be fighting Manchester United to sign him.
Yeah.
So when you think of all those things, I think it will be hard on Mason Mount. I'm not saying Mason Mount cares because that's his body, right? But
Yeah, I think he can.
but it doesn't make sense that the player you actually kept through your academy, who you nurtured, has become a regular in your team, is being paid almost 40-50% less, than a guy that you let go at 16 years old. Yeah, so that's why I think about Declan Rice and just I said I would never talk about Declan Rice stuff here, but yeah, you brought
I'm
it up.
tired
But
of it.
yeah, I'm tired of it because the timeline will not just rest. Every time the guy has an assist, even when the guy takes a piss, man, in East London,
It's
someone is
that
like,
it's that Alex it's that Alex Goldberg person, man. He's so
yeah, he's
annoying.
that guy. Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah, he's driving this. I think sometimes I don't know, but he's even if he just comes out in the bar and takes a piss outside, people are going to photograph him and say, "Hey,
Anything.
Declan Rice for Chelsea." The only thing left for Declan Rice right now is that he has not worn a Chelsea shirt and taking a picture. The day he does that, you'll break the
I'll
internet will
vomit.
break.
I'll
The
vomit.
internet will break. So
Head
I
is
don't
good.
know. I don't know, but I just feel like the Chelsea hierarchy will try to avoid all the noise, surrounding Declan Rice. And I think they'll probably move for a different alternative. And I think that's why Saul, this Saul that we got now, Saul is
Hmm.
staying. I don't think he's going. I don't think
What you
I
think
the
we'll
way
try next season?
Oh, I think so. I think it's the same thing with Kovacic. I don't unless I don't think he will be a disaster because he's going to be playing where
Yeah.
where he thrives, which is in the central of midfield. And that guy is 6 foot tall. He's not short tall.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
tall.
good, tall guy.
He's
He's
tall.
strong as
Yeah,
well.
he's 6 foot
Strong.
tall.
Physical.
So and he has that, and his tackling ability. That guy was going for 135 million pounds 3 seasons ago. Yes, when he was 23, he was being touted as that all-round midfielder, like in quotes, like he was an all-round midfielder. Like he could dribble, he could shoot, he could pass, he could tackle, he could do the defensive part too. He really learned a lot under Simeone, and with him coming to Chelsea as a champion of Spain, I think that his reputation is huge too. So I don't know. But if you're giving Jorginho a new contract, and they're giving Kante a new contract. Those two are staying for sure, at least for the next
Yeah.
4 years, right?
I
That
don't think
means,
they'll give him 4 years.
yeah, because Jorginho's contract is done in 2 years, right? So if you're giving him an extension,
I think they'll give him 1-2 year extension. I really think that because
I
he's
think they'll
going to
give
be
him.
next year.
No, I think they're going to give him 2 more years to that, so that they can sell him by the third
Okay,
season.
yeah.
So I think that's all me. They cannot just give him. I don't think they don't extend people by 1 year. It doesn't make sense because guess what? You could lose that person for free.
No,
So
they have a 30-year-old policy where the max they will extend your contract is by 1 year if you're 30 plus.
yeah, I know. But does Jorginho look 30 to you? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's 30. You see, New York.
Jorginho ran more than every player.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has got the legs.
So I don't think
How
Jorginho's
long?
going to
That's the
slow down. I don't think he's going to slow down in 2 years. He might lose a yard, but what he loses in a yard, he'll gain in experience.
He gains in the head, like intelligence.
In experience, intelligence, knowing how to position himself. So I think Jorginho will be here for 3 seasons, at least 3 seasons. So guess what? Anybody you're bringing now needs to be patient for 3 seasons because every time Jorginho is fit, he's going to start.
Yeah. But the thing about, for example, Tchouaméni, he's not really a Jorginho type replacement. He's more of a Kante type.
No, Tchouaméni can play 2 sides. He can sit too. He can sit. He can sit like Jorginho if you need him to.
Passing is very good as well.
Oh boy, that boy can pass. So 50 yards, 40 yards, he just floats the ball. The ball just goes everywhere he takes it to. And he can do the defensive part too. And he can shoot, he can score. So I don't know. It's up to the club. The club will do all the plus and minus. Well, I won't be surprised. Chelsea actually goes for Bellingham and another player. I think they like Bellingham.
You know what's really interesting, eh? You know what's really interesting is if you look at Bakayoko's YouTube scouting report before we bought him, and you look at Tchouaméni's YouTube scouting
Blue
report,
eyes, amen. Blue eyes, amen.
They look
Speak on it. Speak it on it.
Exactly the
Speak
same.
on it. New toy syndrome.
I actually
Speak on
think
it.
Bakayoko's scouting report looks 10 times better than Tchouaméni's.
Actually, I don't know about that. I don't know. I think I've seen.
That's how mysterious these.
Don't
You've been watching too many YouTube clips.
No, don't judge any player on YouTube clips. I don't judge any player on YouTube. I have to watch.
You guys are watching too many YouTube clips.
If I don't watch a player, I cannot go say, "Oh, let me use YouTube." No, I need to watch.
No, but you know what I'm trying to understand here is when you're talking about. Hold on. When you're talking about Tchouaméni, I notice the terms of endearment when you're talking about this young man.
But Declan.
But when it comes to a seasoned EPL pro,
yeah, exactly. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Hold on,
it's the truth. It's the truth.
He's tried and tested in the EPL. Who plays for one of the marquee sides in the EPL? Who is actually one of the only two-way players in the league?
Two-way players.
What two-way player? Two-way. He can contribute offensively.
He can
contribute
or
defensively.
he can play defense. Thank you. There's only few two-way players. That's why Mason Mount is on his way. He's getting there. He's not there yet. But this boy can play as a CB.
Emmy. As a centre back. Yes.
Comfortably, like Fabinho, like Ronaldinho, this guy that plays for City. Guys, and he's tall.
You know my problem with
Blue Eyes, leave tall.
You know my issue with my issue is I keep telling guys, Blue Eyes, wait. I keep saying it. My issue is not Declan Rice.
My position is my brother. My position is if we can get Declan Rice, there shouldn't be any reason why we shouldn't. Yeah, for the right price.
Declan, Blue Eyes is this simple. Blue Eyes is this simple. Declan Rice for the right price. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Declan Rice for the right price.
See, let me
in
tell you.
comparison to Tchouaméni,
Yeah.
Koundé, just name them. Declan Rice will do the job, man.
No, but Declan Rice will not do what Koundé does, though. He will not.
No.
Koundé will not do what Declan Rice
New
does.
toy syndrome. New toy syndrome.
No,
New toy syndrome.
But Koundé is the priority next summer.
My brother,
like whenever
my
the
brother,
transfer opens, we're going to
true.
get Koundé.
Wait, no, Emmy, no, Emmy, before you go apply, Emmy, remember we had the same conversation and I said, I'm not too sure if we're signing Koundé. You reassured me. You said, "Oh God, we are signing him. It's imminent. It's imminent. Emmy, remember you said imminent. That's the word, imminent. I said, okay, clip it. He said imminent.
Emmy, I haven't started with you yet. And then after that, Emmy is gonna talk to us. You know how he said Tom Suchu is gonna switch to a back four. Remember how he was screaming back four, back four.
Imminent. That's the word.
That too, man.
I won't be surprised to play back.
Imminent.
No, Blue Eyes.
Right.
To be very honest.
Emmy, man.
We tried
Emmy.
in the preseason now. 4-2-2.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Let me say this, Blue Eyes. If we get found out in this back three system, so currently we attack with 5, we defend with 5, right? If we get found out in this back three system, don't be surprised. Tuchel switches things around sometime mid-season and makes us different. I don't know what system is going to be, but now he has everything to switch systems as much as we can now play 4-3-3 with Saul, right? We can play Saul, Jorginho, Kante easily in the midfield, that midfield block. We can mix things up. We can play Mount. We can mix everything up, but don't be surprised we switch things up if we get found out. And that's where I'm going. That's where I was going when I said we could play back four, because we saw Tuchel actually try the 4-2-2-2 multiple times during the preseason. So that's why
I'm hoping that with your football, obviously, I'm hoping that with the past 3-4 games now that you've seen in the league, there's no chance we're switching to back four anytime soon.
No. We've not been found out yet.
No, but I'm saying,
but when the time comes,
you can tell that there's no inkling of switching to back four anytime soon.
Anytime soon. But as Emmy was saying, when the results start getting a bit, you see a couple of 0-0s or maybe a 1-0 loss
or 1-1 draw.
Maybe.
Hey guys, you guys are forgetting that you can't just switch on. I know these guys are pros, but you can't just switch to back two without having a few back two games.
No, but I get that. But at the same time, they've been prepping for this. But before I go, before I don't know if people are talking about Rudiger.
Yes.
Right. Man. I just want to say quickly. That's a player you don't want to lose right now. Not right now, because the guy's in his prime, right? 29. He's 28.
He's 28.
He's 28. Yo, he's 28. Okay, he's 28. Perfect.
He's going 29 next year.
29 next year.
Okay, so he's 28. Okay, so that's even better. I mean, like, let's be honest. That's the sort of player that you don't want to lose now.
Yeah.
Especially for free. Like, that's the bottom line. I get the cons, raise structure and stuff. But at this point now, it's next man up, isn't it? It's next man up, because what happens with the contract extensions is that it's not normally even how good you are, really. It's the fact that you're available and it's leverage now. He has the leverage.
But do you think if Madrid, because Madrid is looking at him, probably definitely talking to him, if Chelsea offers Rudiger 200k and Madrid offers him 250 to 300k, do you think Rudiger will stay at Chelsea or will he move to Madrid?
Emmy, that's a very good question. What I will say to that is the grass isn't always greener. Rudiger, if you're listening, the grass is not always greener. I'm telling you. Sometimes, it's okay.
Call Hazard.
Money.
Exactly. I get it. But listen, your boys are here. The German squad is here. The German squad is here in this club.
Hey.
So listen, man. I mean, I think the allure of Madrid is a lot, but Rudiger's a smart dude. He's respected in the dressing room. I think if it's close, if it's 250, 200, He'll stay at the bridge. He'll stay
That's
at the
not
bridge.
That's 50. That's 50 more a week.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware, but I'm very aware. But
that's 50 grand a week. That's
I'm very.
how many?
Yeah.
That's
I
6
mean,
million a year.
I respect it, but the thing is, the thing is, though, we know how much. I mean, we guys have been waxing local about Tuchel. Tuchel brought him from the trenches. If it wasn't for this guy, really and truly, where would he be right now?
Rudiger will be sold, especially after that West Ham.
Exactly,
He would have that West Ham game.
He wouldn't even be as lucky as Zuma. He wouldn't even be as lucky as Zuma to go to West Ham. It will be a level below.
Yeah,
so that's honest. That's the truth.
I think there was a point Chelsea fans were ready to walk or drive Rudiger to the airport. Right?
I would have been in that driving seat, taking him there, and I don't even have a license.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, at some point it was so bad after the restart. He was so bad. Everybody, but some people that knew him from Roma and Stuttgart said, no, something else is happening. This guy is going through something. He's definitely better than this.
Just to wrap it up, man. I think obviously Chelsea, Marina is cost benefit analysis with Marina, man. If it's too much, she ain't doing it. She ain't doing it. If it's too much, she ain't doing it. That's the restraint that I'm seeing from the club is refreshing to see. It's refreshing to see. Honestly, I know fans want to buy everyone in the world, but we need to show restraint. That's what we're doing. So Rudiger, man, Rudiger. If he stays, that's nice. If he goes, I mean, it will be a loss. It's a big loss, but we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to keep it moving, man. We can't stop. But I like to see him stay.
So the question I have for you, NK and Blue Eyes is: so
yes, boss.
If the worst happens and Rudiger leaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do we bring in? Of course, we're bringing in Koundé, right?
Right? Yeah.
So if we let's just assume we end up getting Koundé, Rudiger leaves, do we lose that leadership in the back line?
We lose it.
We lose a lot of things.
We lose a lot of things. Yeah, we lose it because I mean, long range passing. I mean, that's something I didn't see from Rudiger before. But his passing from the back is great.
You get long range passing from Koundé, so don't worry about that.
I mean, you should
lose.
And his thrust. No homo, but Rudiger's thrust.
You also get that from Koundé too. You get that. I think the one thing. Ball progression starts in Europe. Koundé is right up there.
Okay. Emmy, Koundé is your guy then. Hey, Emmy, if Koundé comes in, you better hit the ground running, go, because the way you're.
It's not about that.
You're smiling.
My biggest. I wish you could see that. The one.
You're smiling, Emmy. Hey, be careful.
The one thing I'm just very cautious with Rudiger is Rudiger's his impact in the dressing room has actually grown hugely. He's like a big brother to most of those players. It's probably those young players. You need that presence in your dressing room, right? There's no team that just wins with young players. I don't think so. We're a team that wants to win now. We're not going to depend on youngsters or we're a young team too. We need that experience, and I think that's the only leverage that we lose if Rudiger ends up going if he wants to leave. But I think Rudiger will stay. I think he will look at it this way. I think he's a smart guy, like you said. I think he's going to analyze things and say, hey, where if worse comes to worse, even if I lose form at Chelsea, I will still maintain my hero status. The fans will still get behind me. In Madrid, I can get that 50k extra, which is 2.6 million a year, and I lose form, I'm gone.
Hazard, look at Hazard.
Start booing me. All right.
Look at Hazard. I think Emmy. I think even Hazard will tell him not to come. Honestly, because players talk.
Yeah, they do talk. Yeah.
You'll probably talk with and Hazard and them were close. They were laughing after the game. Him, Zuma, and all those guys. They were laughing after the game.
Yep.
So they're gonna talk. Hazard will be real. I mean, I'm not gonna say I know what he's gonna say, but Rudiger could see the love isn't there. Real Madrid is a different level. It's a different level.
Only 3 teams that want to buy Rudiger: Bayern Munich, PSG, and Madrid.
Okay, you see buying that stuff. Buying that stuff. I think honestly, from me speaking, I mean, Real Madrid, I mean, the project is looking crazy, but for me speaking, it's between Bayern and Chelsea. Honestly, as much as Real Madrid are Real Madrid, it's between Bayern and Chelsea.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough.
I think Madrid is a big pool. They still have
It's a pool. It's a pool. No, Emmy, it's a pool. But you know, hey, YSK, shut up. YSK, shut up, man. Shut up, man.
Right, bro. Can you please tell NK if he knows the price of a return train ticket?
Please shut up. YSK, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Right, Mr. Jackson, I told you this before. Mr. Jackson, I told you this before. Why is it that Schmeichel called Ian Wright what he called him, and Ferguson said he was using the? In fact, I don't want to get to that right now. All I'm saying is, though, I mean, you know, when it comes to German players, man, Bayern, man.
No, but Bayern might not even pay him as much.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
On a free as well.
Where he's going to get the most money.
Yeah, on a free, you'll get a higher wage.
It's Real Madrid.
Real Madrid
will pay him good because look at how much Madrid is paying. Alaba. I'm not comparing him to Alaba a lot, but when you look at everything, he'll look at it and say, well, if this season I win a Premiership title with Chelsea, I'm at a very good standing, or we retain the Champions League. I'm at a very good standing to get a huge contract anywhere. Well, let's see. I don't know. I don't want
to lose him, man.
I don't want to lose him right now.
Yeah, no way. I don't want to lose him.
But just prepare your mind because what I'm reading is,
Yeah, if we lose him, there's even more pressure on Kunde if he comes. Like, you can't expect Kunde.
No. I would advocate. Sorry, Josh. Before I honestly advocate us signing someone else as well as. I don't know who else could be that guy.
So who would you go sign? Because guess what? There are not many very good centre backs.
Yeah, there's not many defenders.
Experienced. I don't know any. I mean, there's a lot of good young centre backs, but experienced ones, I don't know. Of that age, there's not many.
Unless you want to go to, even if you go to Leicester, they won't give you that. They won't give you that.
Fofana, impossible.
No, but Fofana, I still look at
120 million.
No, but even then, Fofana, I wouldn't look to replace. I need someone 28 plus. 28 plus.
The only player
28 and 30.
The only player I'm seeing on the tier that people are mentioning, I want to see it being concrete first before I talk about it, is Khalidou Koulibaly.
Oh, hell no. God forbid.
He said, hell no.
Koulibaly is not as good as he was 3 years ago.
Yeah, his stock has gone down. His stock has gone down.
It's not just his stock, but he's making a lot of mistakes now in Napoli. So I don't know whether it's because of the team or something else. But yeah, Koulibaly is not bad, but he's not going to give you. He's not going to give you a much of a improvement in that backline.
And Emmy, I've seen a couple of games. The guy doesn't look comfortable.
Who?
On the ball. Koulibaly. He doesn't look I don't in a back three system anyway. No. No, I'm not saying that because the narrative is there. But I'm saying I'm saying he's more. I don't know, he's good. He's very good. He's very, very good. But I feel like he's I feel like
comfortable.
Emmy. I think he is Zuma. Like if Zuma improved properly bad to his maximum potential, he would be Zuma would be him. But I don't see in terms of ball progression. I don't see in terms of ball progression. He's a decline on Rudiger. He's a decline on Rudiger and ball progression. And
that guy, did you watch him on the? He was top 3 best centre backs in the world for a long time, right?
I know, I understand that, but ball progression.
It was between Thiago Silva, Sergio Ramos, and Koulibaly.
Okay, Emmy, I remember those days, man.
Years, right?
So I remember that.
He's very good in ball progression. Under Sarri, you cannot play Sarri ball without a ball progression defender. It's true. It's fact.
Yeah, no, but that was more man. That was more man. That was more Manolas. That was more Manolas. Not so. I like. Let's.
Koulibaly? No, Koulibaly moved the
Emmy,
ball. He
Emmy.
drew. I watched
can
this guy in Nations Cup. I watched him in Napoli, and
Oh,
he does very well.
Emmy. Listen, man. And either way, I don't think Koulibaly. I mean,
I don't think Koulibaly will come to Chelsea.
yeah, no. I would have said the perfect. I would have said the perfect one was Alaba. You know, I would actually said Alaba, but
you see why everybody's saying we should go get Koundé, because guess what? If we lose if the Koundé's trend grows, we'll now start looking for we'll have to pay more for for the level of people like Fofana in Leicester, because Fofana right now is 100 million, right? I was telling someone a joke yesterday. I think yesterday was Marcel Desailly's birthday, and it was all over the timeline on Twitter. And I was saying, if Marcel Desailly was a player in this current era, do you know how much he'll be worth? At least 300 million pounds. At least. I see Marcel Desailly by himself help Marcel, the only French club to win the Champions League in '93. He pretty much carried that team and helped them to win the Champions League. The next year, Milan bought him. Milan won the Champions League, beat Marcel in '94. Yeah, beat Barcelona in the final. So what I'm saying is this: there are not many centre backs. So I'm loving the studio.
yeah, YSK, you're real, man. Real one, man.
Oh, nice
Don't
one.
worry,
Yeah,
we're working on some stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, man.
That guy called Boardman calling himself a cheat. Don't worry. I'm coming from him.
Man, I mean,
working steadily, small.
I'll say the young centre back market is popping right now. There's a lot of young centre backs, but experienced in terms of elevation right now, there's not many. And that's the issue I have with Rudiger leaving. Is that even Rudiger, I know he's very good, he's improved. I'll say he's a notch below world class. So the fact that there's a lot of teams in for him shows me that in terms of experienced centre backs, there's not many. No disrespect, I love Rudiger, but
he's 28, so
I mean, there's not many. I don't want to lose him. That's my bottom line, man. I don't want to lose him.
But guys, you guys are saying you don't want to lose him, but the problem is Gunaskia, because if Gunaskia says she's not gonna give Rudiger 20 what's called 200 million, 200 per week, there's a problem, because I don't see why it doesn't worth that kind of amount of money. I don't know why it doesn't worth that money.
Not Emmy. Sorry, Marina is just gonna. We have to trust Marina now. I trust her fully. I've been trusting Marina. I've been trusting Marina, man.
My issue with Marina is all about negotiation tactics. That is where my issue with that comes from. Because she always want to do the best deal. But sometimes you need to work with the club, not with yourself. Because that doesn't work sometimes. You don't get what I'm saying? Because that doesn't work sometimes. If you want to work with yourself, how do you believe that you want to work with yourself and you're going to work very well? Or you want to work efficiently well? That doesn't work in football. That is my problem with Gunaskia, because she's trying to do things in her own way, in which sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work.
But think about Abdullahi, as Sentiment said earlier, when Rudiger was bought, that was astute business. If you're looking back at it and look now and look at how he's improved, that's astute business.
Yeah, we bought him that same summer, like Bakayoko, them, right?
Yeah, and no one even gave Rudiger a second. No one even gave Rudiger a second thought. He was just a signing that people thought, all right, centre back, okay. But if you look at now, he's needed.
I watched him when he was in Roma. He was not a bad centre back. He was coming up then. Remember, we bought Rudiger when he was 24.
24.
Right?
24.
Yeah, he was 24 when we bought him. He was still very raw. I think he just needed the right coach.
Yeah.
If he had Tuchel when he was, you see, that's why I always tell youngsters, go where the coach is going to develop you, so that by the time you're 27, you're world class, right? Look at Joshua Kimmich. Look at all these young players that are playing under very fantastic coaches for the last 3-5 years. They are all stepped up. they've all stepped up in terms of their development. Working with a coach like Tuchel improves you. Look at Rudiger in 6 months. I won't lie, 6 months ago. In fact, let's just say 7 months ago, everybody wanted Rudiger out.
I wanted him out of this club, man.
In January.
Wanted him out of this club. Yeah, I wanted him out.
In January, us not selling Rudiger was seen as a
dead wood. It was dead wood.
Why should you let Tomori go when you have Rudiger? Like, Rudiger should be the one leaving. Tomori should stay. That's what people were saying at the time. Yeah. Right? People were angry that we actually
Rudiger and Christensen. I was saying get them both out.
No, but I knew the club would never sell Christensen. See, let me tell you, NK don't. The club will never sell Christensen.
It's about to sign a new deal.
He's not
going the club lost Christensen, man. Yeah, the club actually been loving Christensen, man.
They love Christensen a lot. See, if they're going to sell everybody, they will never sell Christensen. Don't worry about it. They love that boy. He's the ideal. Go ahead.
Emmy, you need to talk to your boy, man. You need to talk to Tuchel, man.
Tuchel, what's up? What's going on?
About my boy Cho, man. What's about my boy Hudson-Odoi?
I think it was very clear. I like what happened, last week, right? I've not been on this show since last, for a while.
Yeah.
I like what happened last week. You know why? Because Hudson-Odoi, showed everybody that he still has admirers in Europe. Not just anybody, but top clubs still want this guy, in their club. And people will say, "Oh, but Hudson-Odoi, one thing, he's just a dribbling merchant. He doesn't do too much." But guess what? There's a reason why every summer, every transfer window, they'll be back in January. They'll be back next summer. Clubs know something
the
about
talent.
that
Yeah,
boy.
this guy, man. They know something about this guy.
That we in Chelsea
don't know.
Exactly.
What's going on?
And these are not regular clubs. You're looking at Bayern Munich. You're looking at Borussia Dortmund. If Borussia Dortmund gets Hudson-Odoi on loan, he's gone. Because guess what? They'll show you that their room of blueprints there. Bro, don't you want to be a superstar? Like, look at Jude Bellingham. Everything they touch turns to gold. Everything they touch turns to gold. And
why were Bayern Munich, a club that isn't renowned for spending, they don't spend like that? Why am I seeing Bayern and Hudson-Odoi 80 million? 80 loan with option to buy for 80 million.
They were ready to do that thing. I think Marina backed. Marina
said no.
Marina thought she pulled a bluff on them and told them a very high fee. They said okay. They started talking about Hudson-Odoi in their press conferences. Their coach, the director of football, started talking about Hudson-Odoi. And guess what? Their fans were like, yes, bring him, want our own, because they wanted their own Sancho, pretty much. They believe Hudson-Odoi could actually push.
Hudson-Odoi is better than Sancho. Come on.
He better.
Not their own Sancho. He's a more complete player.
I know that.
Sam. His passing for me is so underrated. This guy
is crossing as well.
He can pass from anywhere. His crossing too is excellent.
That's one thing, Sam.
He's fast. He can dribble. Nah, man. He's a complete player. Even when I remember Hansi Flick talked about him, he said with Hudson-Odoi he can play anywhere. That he sees him playing as a 10, as a winger, left or right, and even as a striker. That's
so let me tell you,
he can
Sam,
play anywhere
when that boy is hearing those kind of words, do you know how that blows his mind? Like, geez, I can become this thing that these people are talking because they see my attributes. Something Chelsea fans keep doubting and saying, oh, I can bet you that many Chelsea fans today that if the club decides to cash in on Hudson-Odoi, they'll be like,
it is what it is.
No.
Marvelous. What's marvelous, Sam? Sam, marvelous.
No, but a lot of marvelous is just something else. A lot of Chelsea fans I talk to, they actually rate the guy.
There's a lot of people that rate him, but there's a lot of people that don't mind. They don't see it as a big loss, and it's a shame because the talent is there. There's no way. I keep on telling people, the number one reason I could value a player's worth is who you're linked with. It's as simple as that. If Real Madrid are interested in you, you're a good player.
Yes.
You know,
because those guys don't just buy nobody, right?
Exactly. If Bayern are interested in you, you're a good player. So I'm seeing 70 mil for a guy that hasn't done anything. No disrespect to Shaw, because we love it, but he hasn't done anything of that note in the Premier League at that time. It's crazy.
It's because they're
crazy.
buying the player. Because Hudson-Odoi, I said this before, that I think he can be one of the best players in the next 3 to 4 years. Because the thing with him is that he just turned 20. He plays very mature for his age.
Correct.
You can see how even Sancho, right? And he's playing in a very difficult league in the Premier League. He doesn't look out of place in the Premier League.
Correct. Look at Sancho. Let's talk about Sancho.
Sancho is needing a
He said, let's talk about Sancho.
No, he needs
1 year. He needs 1 year. He needs one. That's why I said, Sam. That's why I said 1 year.
I was telling people that Sancho would not get 20 goals and 20 assists in the Premier League. It's not possible. Wait, what's he found? He cannot.
And the
Premier League is difficult. How do you want him to get 20 assists?
Just imagine Hudson-Odoi goes to the Bundesliga.
He would tear them apart. Destroy the Bundesliga. They will be writing his name every day.
You know what? I don't like Sam. I don't like hyping players up. But if you leave Cho 1-on-1 in that league with that space,
no, he will chop you.
Let me not even say anything. 1v1.
Yeah,
Cho in that league.
He will eat you every day.
The guy is just such a mature player. His passing, for me, his passing is just. I've never really seen a white player pass the way he passes. And it's just the dribbling part. I do think after that injury, he needs time with that just to trust
his bust. Yeah, his bust.
Yeah, he doesn't really have that anymore. But that will come with time.
Come back. I think he needs to brush up on the shooting as well. Just a touch. Sometimes I think maybe a bit more work on that. But he's a player. We all know he's a player. I just pray because it's Chelsea, dude. You know the issue. It's Chelsea.
So the question is, why is it that Frank Lampard didn't choose to develop Hudson-Odoi? Because I
wouldn't argue.
I believe if Sarri was still our coach, he would play Hudson-Odoi more than Frank Lampard did.
Lampard played Hudson-Odoi.
No, but here's my issue with Lamps too. The issue is Chelsea. It's Chelsea. Now, as much as I love True, in terms of winning, I love Cho. I rep Cho. He's Ghanaian. I'm Ghanaian. I love this guy. But in terms of winning the game, would you say at that time, after the injury, he was your best bet at winning a game starting? I don't know about that. That's my issue, and I can see why Frank didn't play him week in, week out. But when he played, when Frank brought him on, he played well.
Yes, and the thing is, Frank Lampard was managing him because after that injury, you don't want to rush the player too much.
Exactly.
You need to manage their time. Also, you want them to be confident, so you don't want to just throw them into the game and then they lose a little bit of confidence because maybe they're not playing to the level they are. So Lampard was using him as a sub. I remember the game against Lille. He came on as a sub. He gave Willian the assist. The game against Aston Villa, came on as a sub, gave Alonso the assist.
West Brom.
When
we were 3-0 down.
Exactly.
Arsenal. He even scored late. When he came on as a sub, he did what? But when he started under Frank,
it was underwhelming.
It was underwhelming.
So I don't think Lampard likes the guy. Lampard was the one who made him sign that contract too, because I do think he signed it after Lampard was signed.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly.
He signed the
Lampard told him,
contract.
I will play you. If you play well, I will play you. Don't worry about that. So that was part of the reason. Quite right, the money is the main reason, but he also knew he would get more game time. So, I don't think Lampard wanted to rush him too much. Even Jody Morris, I heard him talk about it, and they were like the mentality part. That when you have that kind of injury, you can see look how Loftus-Cheek looks. It's not only his playing. No. You look at Loftus-Cheek's face, it's not bright anymore. You can see that injury affects.
He's not happy. He's not enthusiastic. He's not ecstatic.
That's racist. Don't be the
No. It's not that. It's not that. He's not. Yeah.
when they're on the field that okay, this guy believes in himself. I do feel that has gone away a little bit with
Yeah, his
with
shine's gone.
Loftus-Cheek.
His shine's gone. With all due respect, his
It's
shine's
gone.
gone.
I want
But
to say
with
something, guys. I
Hudson-Odoi,
want to say
it's still a
something.
little bit there. You can see that it's because they managed him better, I
I want to
think.
say something, guys. See, I understand people are talking about when I think when Cadence and Lois was the one who were talking about Declan Rice. I don't hit on Declan, but my problem with Declan Rice is if it's time for Chelsea, I'm gonna have an issue. The issue I'm gonna
Why?
have is
Explain.
I will explain. The same issue I have when Kai Havertz signed for Chelsea when I started calling him German today. People almost see social media almost cut my head off when I call him German today. They almost cut my head off. Now Declan Rice is coming in now. I've got Declan Rice played in England, some couple of international football, the World Cup qualifier, and I've seen some improvement in which I demanded from him, and I'm seeing a little bit of it.
Against which team? So
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's
Let me stop your agenda against this.
Let me explain. I demanded from him. Not all. I want to see more from him. But
so what did you want to see? What did you now see? Why you went now?
Proper Chelsea fans like Alex Goldberg. So many of them.
No, Abdullah, why are you seeing now in the guys?
Okay.
Tell me
I've seen the Declan Rice I've seen of West Ham is different than the Declan Rice I'm seeing of England. Because Declan Rice in England can pass, he can score goals, and he has the vision to do so many stuff.
Yes, he can pass. Yeah, he can pass. Yeah. Thank you, Abdullah. Yes, thank you. I've been saying this. He can pass.
When it comes to Rice,
I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Declan Rice, but when I see a player,
why is he not doing? Why is he not doing it in West Ham though?
Like,
that's thank you. That's what I'm. Yes, Abdullah.
West Ham is different than playing in England.
I don't agree that.
Oh my days! Are you sure?
Let me explain.
What's the playing style of England? Because England, they don't. I don't know what this. What are they a possession based team?
I know that Southgate is a bullet. I know.
Is it a counter-attacking team? What do they do? What is their? What
did they do?
Are they a high pressing team? I don't know. I don't know what the England playing pattern is.
No, but Emmy, can I just say something about?
Let me look at the teams they play.
Yeah,
let me do my research. What I'm saying is, if you look at proper Chelsea fans, when Declan Rice signed for Chelsea, I'm gonna have an issue. Maybe I have to take a blackout of social media for some time, because if Declan Rice signed for Chelsea, oh my God, in heaven, you're gonna be seeing some autograph. Oh, he's a friend with Mason Mount. He's a friend with Chris James. He's a friend with those kind of players, like doing so many stuff they do in England, in which I'm okay with. But overdoing this too much is gonna be a problem.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get. Because he's he grew up with them. Yeah, he grew up with them. So I get what you're saying. You're seeing the Declan Rice propaganda. Yes. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You can put that on the side. You can put that to the side.
That doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, you can put that to the side. Come on.
Rice is that right now in that position. I don't even agree that he can't pass. I do think he can pass.
Of course.
He's not
Blue Eyes going now. Blue Eyes come back.
Yeah, Blue Eyes come back, man.
It's not a Jorginho passer that you say, that he's going to control the tempo. That's not his game. But I don't think Kovacic is a better passer than Declan Rice.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Some people will highly rate Kovacic here. But
I rate Kovacic's game more than Declan Rice's game.
Okay, maybe his game, but not his passing. The passing come on, Emmy, you could admit his passing is not better. No.
Okay. Even I would say that Declan Rice has improved very well in dribbling the ball and progressing the ball.
Yes.
He's doing that a lot better. He can cross the ball.
I'm looking at the two games we're talking about. Andorra.
Mm-hmm. No, but here's the thing, Emmy. Just say Andorra's name.
Emmy, let me tell you something.
Where's that country? Where's the country?
Emmy, West Ham are in Europa League.
Correct.
You can say what you want. Declan Rice was part of that team.
Yeah. We'll judge them.
Got them to Europa League.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sam.
They had a wonderful season last season. He was the mainstay, their captain there. You cannot say that, that this guy, he's influential to that team.
I agree with you totally.
Yeah. So
now he has moved. Wait, he has moved to another level, right? To the Europa League. So he's now playing in Europe, right? Let's watch him in Europe.
Okay. But all I will say this: as much as you say Andorra,
is that fair? Is that fair, Sam? No,
it's fair. It's fair. No, it's fair.
It's 100% fair. 100%.
So if you're saying he's £100 million player,
no, he's not.
He's not that. Yeah, right price.
You get it wrong. You're looking at the price and you're looking at the player, and that annoys you. And if you do that, you hate a lot of players. It's not that the club don't want to sell him. It's common economics. The club don't want to sell him.
And 101.
It's 101. They don't want to sell, so they'll put a big price. It's not like they know, even they know he's not worth it. But it's just like now, I have something and you want it. I'll tell you, I don't want to give it to you. How much? 1 million. Will you buy?
But like, let me ask you a quick question, Sam, on this. We'll decorate now.
Yeah, do it.
I'll be back. No, you're fine. I want to look at his impact. If I was Declan Rice, right? Will my impact in Chelsea? So, of course, Declan Rice has offers from Manchester United too, right? So you look at
Liverpool too.
I don't know about Liverpool.
I know Man U is heavy.
I know the Man U. This thing is really high, right?
Really likes him.
They really want him. So he will probably look at it and say, which team am I guaranteed to play week in, week out?
I've had this conversation. 100% is going to United if he thinks about that. 100%, especially if Saul performs. In my opinion, if Saul performs to what he did at Atletico, we'll buy him.
I know. See, Sam, Saul is sure. You don't do a loan and advertise on social media the way our Chelsea admin.
He needs to play. Forget those advice. If he doesn't ball,
no, he will ball.
If we have Bakayoko 2.2, then he's going back to his club.
He said he's going back to his club.
If we have Bakayoko 2.0, he's going back to his club. So he needs to perform.
The guy go play ball. He's good. He's
actually so that's the thing. If he plays ball well and actually plays to the level he played at Atletico, I personally feel Chelsea will buy him, and maybe the Declan Rice rumor will go.
But here's my thing
with Declan Rice. This Declan Rice rumor will never go until he signs for another club.
Yes, the thing is that
West Ham, it's always going to be there.
Yes, I totally agree with you that I said it in other streams, and even in this stream, I said it that if I feel that he would have a better impact at United just because they need him more.
Yes, because he completes.
But the thing is that this boy is a die-hard Chelsea fan. Like, he has Chelsea jerseys in his room.
Like
that is a die-hard Chelsea. Yeah, I know, but that's a good point.
Yeah, but Rice was academy.
I know. I don't know.
Rice is academy, born and bred. He's Cobham born and bred.
I don't think Sancho came to our academy. He came to.
No, he didn't. He came from Watford, so it's different.
Watford, the thing with Rice is that why I'm saying this is that
I heard Sancho tried to come through. You know, our academy is difficult to go into, right?
Yeah.
I heard he tried to come into the Chelsea academy. They told him no. He went to Watford. I think it's another part of London, right?
Yeah, it's north outside, just outside London. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so the thing with Rice is that I do feel even if Chelsea go in for him, and he feels that United will have a better role, he might just choose Chelsea just because it's his club. Because Sancho, Chelsea never went for him, so never really.
And I'm glad we never. I'm glad.
Exactly. So
he said, "I'm glad."
The thing I'm saying is that if we actually go for him,
I'm not saying it's a disaster. I know Blue Eyes like Sancho, but it's something we didn't need.
And also another thing that might draw him to Chelsea is the caliber of players he's going to play with. That's something that players also like. Quite you might have a big role at United, but at Chelsea you're going to play with Kante, you're going to play with Jorginho, you're playing with world players. So,
but what I will say with it's interesting as well. And Didi's name isn't getting brought up, and Didi's name is not being brought up.
My mind?
No. And I'm going to say there's a reason for that. Again, you're going to hate me. I love Ndidi as well. Ndidi, again, I was telling people Ndidi's name, but I'm talking about at the top level. You understand? I'm talking about at the top level. I'm talking about winning CLs. You need more from that position.
From where?
From the DM position. You need more from that position. And Ndidi,
So are you saying Jorginho, who is going to be here?
But
he's going to be here 3 years at least, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Emmy. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that I'm skeptical about. I love Jorginho, but here's the thing I'm skeptical about. It's a catch-22 every time you play Jorginho in DM. In DM as and a fullback with Jorginho as the lone DM is a catch-22 because there's always something that you're giving up. And the issue with Jorginho is the issue with Jorginho, from what I've seen when he's been at Chelsea and him being the lone DM, is a lack of security. Is a lack of no matter the personnel. Yeah.
Let me ask you 2 questions. First of all, does the Rice currently play in a lone DM or a double pivot for both?
Okay. So England he plays a double pivot, yes.
Even
at West Ham he plays a double as well.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's move from that. So, how many teams play with a lone DM currently in the Premier League?
So I'll say Liverpool. I'll say Liverpool, Man City, United playing a double pivot, but I feel like they want to play. I'll say Liverpool, United, City. United want to. They're playing Fred and McTominay because they have no one in there.
They can't try it because they have too many luxury players. If they try
exactly.
If they play with a single 4, they will get exposed.
Yeah, the issue is they always need Fred and McTominay because no one else can provide them with security like those two in combination can, which is why they always have an issue.
You have Pogba that can't defend for his life. You have
I have a question.
That doesn't run back. How do you want to play with one number 4? You just kill.
I have a question though, because what you're saying, Chelsea play with 3 at the back with a double.
Correct.
Yeah, these other teams play with 2 at the back, and their wing backs. You understand? They have 2 defenders, and then they have the double pivot. I personally feel in the Premier League, if we did exactly what these other teams are doing, which is, I do think NK is right. We will have to give when it comes to defensively, because say what you want about Jorginho, but that pace, there's
no, but against in the Euros they play. Italy plays a single pivot. Though. Yes,
you see. That's the Euros. I get it, but
it's not the Premier League.
Yeah, even then, the caliber of midfield that Italy had. I'm not saying because Jorginho played the spot. Jorginho was one of the best players for Italy.
No, Jorginho. No. Jorginho is the best midfielder in the world right now.
Okay.
Let that digest. Calm down. You need to let that digest. We're talking about the best midfielder in world football.
K7 is alive. K7.
I wanted to answer this guy, Nottingham Forest fan, saying Real Madrid plays the lone DM. But Cruz, if you look at the positioning of Cruz and Modric and Casemiro, you see that one of them actually drops beside Casemiro.
I want us to talk about Premier League, because I get this whole Real Madrid play lone DM, but Premier League is different. That league is fast. Like there's a difference with Premier League and
it's fast.
Liga.
But
you know what it is, Sam. You know what it is. Jorginho has played long enough in the EPL that he has figured out how to use his little pace.
Are you sure?
He's carved out. No. Hold on.
Blue eyes. Your Oga. Blue eyes. Come on.
But hold on now, Sam. He's been able to carve a niche for himself, and that's why when he goes to play in the Euros, he does very well. Because he's playing against fire.
Okay, let me go.
Understand?
This is Jorginho's 4th season, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
In Premier League.
In the Premier League.
Wow.
Okay, so no.
Many people didn't believe that guy would play 2 seasons.
Emmy a blue eyes. No, Emmy a blue eyes. Emmy a blue eyes. Let me go quickly, Sam. Let me go because I want to get to this point.
Yeah.
And I get it. Frank Lampard wasn't the best. I understand that, but as much as Frank Lampard wasn't the best, he wasn't stupid. He wasn't stupid. So my issue is, why is it that? Because I get you might say, he might be a clown. Why is it that when Jorginho played DM under Frank, he didn't.
Should I answer your question?
Yeah, please. It's an honest question. Yeah.
No, because I actually had this discussion with someone recently.
Yeah.
The guy was a non-Chelsea fan that was hitting on Jorginho, saying,
I'll be back, guys.
Well, the reason why was under Lampard, we defended with 4 and attacked with 6. And the difference, the space between the 6 in front, there's the 2 fullbacks, the 2 number 8s, and the
striker and the wingers.
Exactly. And all those guys, the distance between them and the 4 defending when we lose the ball was huge, was almost 20 meters when we lose the ball. What that does is any team that has, most teams figure that out, right? Because if you notice, when we first started, we were actually doing, under Lampard, we were doing very well. We were winning games. But as soon as they figured out, like, the first person to figure that out was Solskjaer in the first game in the Premier League when he hit us 4-0. We dominated that game. People will say, well, we're naive, we had the youngsters, but it was very clear. We didn't have a structure, a defensive structure when we lost the ball. Every time we lost the ball, we looked very far. Our players looked very far apart. And when you're far apart, you cannot defend as a team, as a block. Because what that happens is the opposition teams can draw you guys apart and head to your goal and score. Okay. Every time we lost the ball on that Lampard, it was just Jorginho.
Okay, but even then, Emmy, even then, because I get what you're saying, I 100% agree. Even then,
I wanted to say what has changed now.
Formations changed.
Formations has changed. You guys stop doing this. Formation changed.
Not just formation. The system, our defensive.
Okay, yeah.
What's the difference between system and formation?
No, Sam. System and formation, they both changed. I have a question to Emmy. I have a question though, because I get it. Okay, even then, when you say Frank Lampard, I understand that and I agree. Even then,
was a rookie.
I understand that.
He never figured that out. And
I understand that. I understand that. No, Emmy, I understand that. I completely agree. Now I know the answer you're going to give to me as to why what happened. But even Jorginho's first year, although he played well, there was a number of games where he was the lone DM. And he got overrun. He got touched. I'm being honest.
Wait, was it on Asari?
Yeah, under Sorry. I know it's his first year, but even then, I know. But even Emmy, come on, even then. Okay. So you're saying
those same players that overrun Jorginho there, are they doing it today? Are they doing it now?
No, but Emmy, this is so we're gonna find out because if Tuchel changes it to a 4 at the back. And Jorginho's playing that DM role, we'll see. We will see.
We'll never play with a lone DM. I don't think Tuchel.
Around this formation. That formation, there's a reason to change that formation.
Yeah.
That formation was
the personnel can't fit. Yeah, the personnel can't fit.
It enables. Wait. Have you heard the video with Pep when he says you have Werner is wide, and then you have the pockets, and you have the pockets, and the DMs are very close to the defenders, and the wing backs are very narrow, and they stretch it and then they compress it and.
Oh, God. Yeah, Pep is crazy, man.
I actually watched that video this weekend. I was just laughing. I almost finished it.
It's a very funny, timeless video. The fact is that this system protects Jorginho.
It doesn't protect just Jorginho. It protects Alonso. It protects Rudiger. It protects Aspi. This system. Wait, let me tell you. Our current system.
That's a good point, though. It's not only Jorginho.
Yes, it is. It consolidates the entire team as a defensive unit. Period. Like this system works. I don't know how Tuchel in that plane from Paris to London. How he talks about
back four. Guys. I have something to say.
Why were you preaching for back four?
Wait.
I'm confused, man.
Wait.
Nah. Are we still talking football?
Yeah, we're talking football. We're talking not basketball, football.
The reason why I said we could play a back four was because
No, you did not say it like that, Amy. You were very adamant about. You
I was
adamant.
You said we would change.
You said game 1, week 1.
English is English. I beg if I put
You
salt,
said
if I put sugar, English na English.
I did tell you,
Amy, you said Amy, you said game 1, week 1. Game 1, week 1, man.
I don't. It was very, very sure like that. I said week 1 play back 4.
Yeah, you were really sure about this. Even
I'm telling you,
and we're not changing formation after the Champions League, where you were like 100% that the first game we're changing to.
Well, I don't see. We don't see.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
no. This is how I remember how you were advocating for Chumeni. Person know your word. Chumeni. Now you're home. Now you're home.
No.
1 minute.
Guys.
I believe we'll still buy that Chumeni boy. I believe.
Guys, this is
Chumeni. Just show, man.
You know why you guys will blame me? Because when Chelsea signed Kai Havertz, I was the advocate. The love I have for that guy was too much that the social media almost cut my head off. So I can understand Emmy's point of view.
No, this Chumeni. Emmy said that our midfield. He said the Chelsea midfield need him.
No, see, blue eyes.
Oh man, I wish I keep this guy.
You don't know how much love I have for Kai Havertz.
Goodness.
If you know how much love I have for Kai Havertz, you won't blame me.
No.
The amount of love I have for that guy.
Abdullahi, I don't think you understand what we're trying to say. Ask Amy will tell you.
When you love someone,
I still
see all these
fanboys. 1 minute.
You guys should let these fanboys in.
1 minute. No. 1 minute. Sam, 1 minute. Because the thing is, 1 minute. No, Emmy, before you go, Blue Eyes knows the way I could keep receipts. Emmy said back 4, but he said it early. He said it early when Tuchel first came. He said he's going to go to a back 4 next season. I then said, "Are you sure?" He said yes. No. He said okay, and then up until this Champions League and this summer, he then said he'll be a back 3. That's what he then said. So Emmy, I'm defending you to a degree. He then said he'll be a back. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to even answer this, right? Let's clear this, right? So the reason why
Alrighty then, NK. Nice try, bro. Nice try there, bro.
One of the reasons why I think, this back 3, and I said it just now, this back 3 helps almost all our players, especially most of our first teamers, because we now defend as a team compared to what Frank and even most of the attacking or possession-based teams do.
No, Emmy, you're talking story. Emmy, you're telling story. What you said to us last season was that Drew Kunde is the reason we are going back to a back 4. And Chumeni is coming in. And this is what you were saying.
No. This thing, Blue Eyes might be right.
Is Chumeni?
Someone said Chumeni sent me.
Let's move.
No. Actually, Blue Eyes, I take it back because remember when he said Blue Eyes, I take it back because Blue Eyes said before we move on, Blue Eyes said Chelsea's issue has been wrapping up business, and then Emmy said,
"Yes,
Kunde is imminent." That's the words.
Yeah,
and he said,
that was the feeling until that stupid guy called Monchi decided to increase the fee and said, sent us to
Emmy, you're not
Blue Eyes. Do you think? Because I don't think he inferred. I think Emmy then Emmy inferred that the Kunde signing will allow us to play a back 4. I don't know if he said will. I don't know the English behind what Emmy said.
But I said that was
will allow us.
I said that. Yeah, I agree that. Yeah, because there's no way we'll have our current set of defenders and play back 4. It will not work. It will not work.
I think Kunde was the answer.
Yeah, because we didn't
Oh
have.
my God, this guy, because of his price tag now. You know the thing, I find it funny that people are not
New
angry
toy
with this
syndrome.
Conde's price tag,
New toy
but
syndrome.
but with Declan Rice, they'll start crying. But
New toy syndrome.
whatever.
Yeah,
New toy
exactly.
syndrome. It's the new toy syndrome in this club.
Oh,
It's new toy
Sam. Oh
syndrome.
my goodness, Sam. God bless you, man.
My days.
Chai,
It's a new toy.
Sam.
It's
Where
a
were
new
you?
toy syndrome. It's a new toy
Did you
syndrome.
just hear what he just said?
I heard what he said. I heard what he said. Well, I really don't think that, we'll switch to this back four. If you like, clip me now.
Yeah, Abby, we're clipping you from now on, man.
I just saw the video of
Sentiment.
seriously.
Sentiment.
This is a serious discussion, though.
No.
I just saw the interview, the video of Man United with Ronaldo coming in. I'm afraid of that guy, though.
Oh
Seriously.
no, Sam,
I'm
no,
afraid of
don't worry.
Ronaldo.
Lukaku better.
I'm
Lukaku better.
afraid of that.
I
It's
don't
not
think
even
Lukaku's
how
better.
many goals will Ronaldo score in this current league?
20
12
max.
to 15.
20
No,
max.
12 to 15. 12 to 15.
You said it
guy
was
is
12
score
to
20.
20
No.
max. No, Emmy, 20 max.
No.
Max.
You
20
cannot,
max.
you cannot
12.
pass 15.
with penalties.
Exactly.
He's scoring 20. United
I
get
said,
out
yeah,
of
Sam.
them.
I said 20 max. Without pens, 20 max.
No. 12 to
I
15
don't think you
quality
get past
Who
goals.
is taking
12
penalties without Ronaldo is the penalty taker for sure.
Yeah,
I think
Bruno's
that's just
Bruno's deputy. Bruno's deputy.
Yes.
Bruno's deputy.
12 to 15 quality goals. All
I don't.
competition. All comps.
Guys,
You should-
Bro, I have
Wait. Let's do the math.
I have a question. Why did he outscore Lukaku last season then?
Why did he outscore Lukaku
Yes.
in the Serie A?
Yeah, but if two
Stop
of
padding.
them,
Stop padding.
Wait,
Stop
How
padding.
many
let me answer the
I can
question.
answer that.
right?
I can answer the question.
In the
Go
big
ahead.
games, how many goals did
Thank
Ronaldo
you.
score in the big games?
Thank you. Emmy,
Lukaku scored in all the
Emmy,
big games in Serie A
thank you.
last season.
Emmy, thank you. I was gonna get to that point.
Ronaldo was scoring
Lukaku had a better
against against all those
Ronaldo's big game record was actually very poor. I remember he scored
very poor.
He had one game. He scored once against Inter in a 3-2 loss.
That's why.
And then I think it was games he scored. I think he scored one against Milan. But other than that, last year, Lukaku definitely, in my opinion, I know Cristiano got the goal scoring thing. I get it, but I think Lukaku, honestly, as an objective, Lukaku was better.
It depends on where you score. And
Did Lukaku score against Juventus?
That's one big team. That's one big team. But if you take Sam, that's one big team. But if you take that out,
did he score against who was the second big team in Syria?
Okay, you can say yeah. No. AC Milan he turned up. No. AC Milan he turned up. No. Sam, check it out. AC Milan he turned up.
Yeah, he fought. That
wasn't
that day.
No. He scored. No. He scored. I think he even scored in both. I'm being honest, Sam. I'll check now for you.
Please
For
check.
you,
I want to
I'll check.
the games he scored.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll check right now. Don't worry, I'm literally there now.
Who are you checking?
Lukaku's goals against the big sides. So okay, yeah, I'm here now. AC Milan he scored 2-1 loss. Okay. Would you consider Napoli? I'll say Napoli counts because he scored the only goal. He scored the only goal in a 1-0 win. He scored. Yeah, thank you. He scored the only goal in a 1-0 win against Napoli. Lazio does Lazio counts, right? Are we counting Lazio?
Is it top 16? Yes.
Okay. He got 2 goals and 1 assist against Lazio. AC Milan 1 goal, 1 assist in a 3-0 win.
Okay.
Atlanta. Juve he didn't score. Atlanta the first game he didn't score. That's perfect. That's okay. I get it. Does Roma counts? Actually, in fact, it's saying here that he scored against Juve.
Exactly.
He scored.
I remember that game. He scored. Yeah,
he scored against Juve. In a 3-2 loss, he scored.
Yeah, he scored.
Okay.
That's why when you say he scored against Juve, although I don't rate Juve anymore as a big team, I won't lie. Yeah,
he scored against Juve.
How can you rate Lazio as a big team and tell me you don't rate Juve as a
Okay,
big team?
AC Milan, he scored both.
I said Lazio is a top 16.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's Atalanta that he didn't score against them both times, but Juve he scored. AC Milan he scored in both games. Roma he scored.
Yeah,
So Sam, come on. Okay, and now let's look at Cristiano.
Ronaldo. Can you check
Yes, thank you.
Ronaldo's? Yeah.
Okay, let's go now. Roma, he scored twice.
Arororo.
Lazio, he scored once. Atlanta, he didn't score. AC Milan, he didn't score. Inter, he didn't score. Roma, he scored one. Napoli, he didn't score. Roma again. Lazio, he didn't score. Napoli, he scored. Napoli, he scored one again. He was out for Atalanta. He didn't play the Atalanta game. AC Milan, he didn't score. Inter, he scored one. So I mean,
Lukaku's is better.
Yeah. Come on, Sam. Come on. I know. Listen, Emmy. He doesn't want to see a black boy shine. He doesn't want to see the black boy
shine. Look who's talking.
I just think that.
Don't let me light you up right now.
Ronaldo is not going to score more than 12 goals. So
I said that Lukaku will run faster than the ball. Nonsense.
Wait, we have 35. We have 35 games left. Right? We have 35. We have 35 games left this season, right? And I don't think Ronaldo starts this weekend. I don't think he will start. I think he's not fit.
Why?
So
why would he start?
I don't think he will start. He's not fit.
Why? Because he played 2
he's not
Euro
fit.
games.
He's not fit.
How can you tell me someone who played in 2 Euros games is not fit?
2 Euros games.
I mean,
that's a different level now. It's different level now. With the Premier League, you think Social just threw him in there? I don't know. Okay, let's just assume he starts.
Okay, no,
so
but you're right. You say you don't think.
Yeah, in 35 games, you're saying that Ronaldo will score 20 goals. Hey.
No.
Max. But here's the thing though, Emmy. Here's the thing though.
All competition.
It will be. I see a situation. Sorry, Josh. I see a situation where Cristiano. It will be exactly like how it was in Serie A to a certain degree. He doesn't need to speak himself out. Yeah, I think his Wi-Fi probably bugged. But Emmy, I see a situation where it's not the top teams.
Yeah, he's gonna start against Norwich and Brentford.
Leeds, you'll score 5. You see, that's the. I don't mind if he scores 20, but if he doesn't score against the top teams in the big games, then that also I could live with that. He could score 20 against the rest. I can live with that. That's okay with me.
No, Emmy, you brought up a great point here, which is you said
I always
you don't consider Juve. You say you don't consider Juve a big team or a big team in Serie A.
I don't consider them anymore because of
why?
Because
is it the quality of players they have?
Exactly. They have
don't do that because they're gonna use that to elevate Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're telling that Ronaldo.
Guys, wait. Emmy, why did you do it?
No, I'm just real quick. I'm done. You're telling me Ronaldo scored all this goals. Bad team. Are you telling me United where he has Pogba?
Emmy.
He has Fernandes, who is a stats merchant.
Guys, remember, he can't run past players anymore.
No, but United are a better team. He's
going to
perform better.
I already had a fight with the United fans already this year. From the first fight was Kaya about being the Germans thing. That fight, I have already won that fight already. I'm already having that fighting already with United fans. Lukaku versus Ronaldo. In as much as I grew up watching Ronaldo as a favorite player, I already started another fight again, in which it will end well for me. I know that.
You guys,
Sam, you're tired of hearing the Kai Havertz. Sam,
you're
tired of hearing the Kai Havertz story.
Leave Havertz alone, because I don't want you to prop him too much. Like
I'm not propping. No. I need to give that. See, you know the funny part. Ever since people have been repping this guy, I've not repped this guy. I'm just laughing.
At HH stream, I actually defended you because I was there and everyone was clowning you.
No, I was chilling. See, even if it was asking me that, you're just chilling. You didn't talk much about us. Like, why would I want to talk about Kai Havertz? Why I already know why I already spoke about him so much. And people came at me, I was just laughing. It's not time for me to. It's not time for me to kind of put Kai Havertz on the high ceiling right now. The time is coming when people social media will hate me. They will surely hit me when I sit on Kai.
I'm
not ready yet.
No, but that goal against Liverpool, was it Did he
He
want?
said it. No,
I don't care.
He said it's a lucky. He said it's a lucky.
Okay,
He
no,
he
it
didn't mean
looked
it.
like a really lucky goal.
He
That's
said he
just
didn't mean it.
yes,
The
But
right
my
thing.
thing is,
Listen,
guys,
you see,
beautiful goal.
that answer is the sign of a great player in the making.
Yes,
To
yes.
say it's lucky,
Instinct,
He said it's
and
lucky.
even
you just
to do that
deflect.
kind of
You deflect
instinct
from the
goal,
quality of the goal.
yes.
but my
That
thing,
was a good goal, though.
yeah, it's a very good goal. But guys, sorry, before you go, Abdullah, before you move on, I don't know if anyone's seen this clip or video of what Simeone is doing to João Felix,
Oh my god.
where he's actually doing defensive drills, like he's a right back. He's actually doing.
real?
He's actually. I can send it to Abdullah to show. He's actually doing defensive drills in training, like he's a right back, and the timeline is saying this is what Tuchel is going to do to Odoi. Now again, I don't want to be that guy because I like Tuchel, but I'm praying it's not true. Abdullah, I'm going to send it to you right now.
You know,
But-
with Griezmann coming in, I think João Felix is going to be the new right back of Atletico.
Oh my days.
Abdullah, I'm sending it to you on Twitter right now.
Whereas Griezmann up front,
I've
João
said-
Felix has a
No,
winner
this
back.
guy.
That's
No,
it.
Sam. No.
Let
If
them
you see this
just
video,
let them just sell that boy.
Thank you, Dons. I just took off my glasses and my cap now. Like, what do you say?
if you see what João Felix is doing, I don't know. The clip is short, but this guy is doing defensive drills.
No, they should,
do you know what? Do you know
they
what?
should sell him.
Guys, MK, do you know what Saul Niguez said? He said Diego Simeone did not play him in his preferred position he wanted
Correct.
to play, and he said he did not blame Simeone. He said he blamed him for his selfish tactics, the way he plays football. Like he wanted to have a flair when he played football and playing in a double pivot, more as an attacking eight that can go forward, like a more central midfielder that can play forward. He said before he signed for Chelsea, he said, I spoke personally to Tuchel, and Tuchel told me, you will play in your right position. He said it to him. He said the guy is meant to, like, he's a defensive, run around this kind of stuff. The guys he does though. He didn't blame
When
him
you
for
hear
the
that
position.
kind of thing, you know Dora the Explorer is on his way out too.
Kovacic.
But that name, that name fits perfect.
perfectly. No, because Sam, you even know he just runs and dribbles with the ball, but he doesn't. He passes at the completely the wrong
You know
time.
the thing with Cole, he does some brilliant passes once in a while, especially
Simeone
against
is
very
genuinely
low
going to turn their
opposition.
listen to him.
And
Yeah.
that's one thing I noticed. If he's playing low quality players, like maybe Arsenal or
I've
playing
seen it, guy. Let me
Norwich,
hear what NK
he will
Dons sent
shine,
to me.
but anything
Like,
else,
NK
big
Dons, what
teams,
the
he
heck
can't
is
do
this?
those passes.
What did you just send to me right now? I can't believe this.
Because I know it's a short clip, so I don't know if he's doing this for all of training, but he's doing defensive drills.
That boy's career would just finished when he went to Man.
Oh, well, those are the kind of boys that did not make the right decision for their career. How can you, a very attacking flair player, probably one of the young prodigies, that boy won
Golden boy.
I mean, let's be real. What did he do against Chelsea, though? I expected more from him.
Nothing.
Still.
How will he do anything now when he?
No,
he's like
the way you're talking about him, the most very flair attacking player.
No, see,
Hold on.
when he was at Benfica,
Sentiment
No,
on die for
it's just sentiment. When that boy was at Benfica, what he did with the ball,
What league is
omo,
that?
many clubs were going after him. The guy,
Sentiment. You are something else. I don't know what to say.
Hey,
bro.
Chris,
Hey,
man,
Blue Eyes,
Dora
I'll
the
get
Explorer.
someone to
It's
Photoshop
not the-
Kovacic on Dora the
Remember I
Explorer.
said this, bro. Sometimes I still think of it and I just laugh out of the blue. Man.
Swipe and no swiping. Swipe and no swiping.
You can't do that.
Only God knows, guys. Only God knows where we guys always get those names from. Only God
He said,
knows.
Dora
do
the-
you
he
live
said
in-
running with a
Blue Eyes,
backpack.
Do you live in village in Africa? Do you live in village? Because people
No,
who live
no.
in village have
But,
those,
yo,
those,
man,
those acronyms.
Kovacic is just so frustrating, but we're not going to talk about him, man.
No Kovacic.
He's
This
had-
is what,
he's-
guys. This is what Blue
he's-
Eyes sent. This is what Nkeden sent to me.
why always this guy though? Is this the only guy that reports?
He's a very good reporter in the sense that he does some very weird things like the tic tac. He's a right back. He's a right back. This is right back drill. This is right back drill.
This boy's career is
He's a right
over.
back. I can see. Don't you see the other players he was with?
What
Those
am
are
I
his
seeing?
colleagues
I
in
can't
that
believe. I
position.
can't. I need to watch it again. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Those are his colleagues in that position now.
Those are his colleagues.
And he's good at it actually. I mean, maybe this is his calling though.
No,
This is his position.
Yeah, that black guy is Jeffrey Kondogbia, isn't it? That's Jeffrey Kondogbia.
To the wrong
Yeah,
club.
that's
And
That's
Kondogbia.
these are
Kondogbia.
the things. These are the things I was talking about when I say young players go to a club that have a philosophy or a coach that plays differently from their attributes and their strengths, right? So, he is a perfect example, because he went to the wrong club. Period. Like if that boy was in like Bayern Munich, or maybe even if he was with Zidane in Real Madrid, I don't think Zidane would even work because Zidane had Rodrigo and Vinicius. He didn't really improve them a
How
lot.
good is Rodrigo though?
Rodrigo, under the right coach. See, everything is how good is development plan for these players. Why is that players go to Dortmund? Why do they go to Dortmund?
Sam,
I will answer that
League,
because
Sam,
Dortmund is a selling club.
Sam.
No, Dortmund
Kai
has
Havertz
zero
under
ambition.
Lampard was a class A.
No,
Don't let me
don't do
talk.
this, Abdullah.
Who?
Let
Havertz
me
wasn't
talk.
a class A.
He
But
was
the
class
thing
A.
is that
It
the
felt
thing is
like
that BVB, Dortmund, they don't have ambition. They're not a club that wants to win trophies.
no,
Madrid,
they do have
Atletico, right
ambition.
now, they're
No.
clubs who want to
If
win
they didn't,
trophies.
if Dortmund did not have ambition, they would have sold Haaland to us this season.
Yeah,
No,
the
but
only ambition they have is to make top four. If they sell Haaland, do you really think they make top four?
No.
No, they don't.
Exactly. They still need to make top four because look at it. Dortmund selling the way they buy all these young players is that we'll give you Champions League football. That's a big selling point for all this Jude Bellingham and the rest. That they get to play Champions League football. They play regularly and they are not under the pressure of we have to win the league.
And Sam is the league as well. Look at the Bundesliga.
Yeah, the
Develop
Bundesliga.
it's a nursery. With all due respect, this is the highest. It's a nursery. You go there.
Guys,
You go there. You can develop
guys,
properly.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about something now. I hope you guys are ready. The Egyptian icon versus the McDonald's guys.
Oh no,
This
no,
McDonald's.
no, 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 no! I don't. I'm lying. You need to respect this man. This McDonald's thing.
Let me talk. I know.
Wait.
I respect Hazard. I respect him.
Hey,
Are people
can you call
comparing
Kai
Hazard
Havertz
to
McDonald's?
Salah?
McDonald's Hazard or Havertz?
No, that you see that
Would
photo
you
I
do
saw.
it?
That advertisement will never go. No. That advertisement I saw. No. That advertisement in KFC or Burger King. What's it doing there? It's only kissing or what's it doing?
Retard.
I cannot forgive him for what he did for that. And I can't forgive him. So Hazard versus Mo Salah. So firstly, in terms of their legacy, who has a better legacy between them?
Who's going first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Go first. Let me. You take the floor.
See, at a point, these two players were at Chelsea. Yeah, they were both young prodigies at Chelsea. Correct?
To a certain degree, yes. Although I think Hazard was on a higher level, but I agree. Yes,
Yeah.
they were
No,
both.
no.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
of their age, right?
Yeah. They were both young prospects. Absolutely.
They're
Yeah,
both,
top
they're
prospects.
both young. Chelsea bought Hazard first. Of course, Chelsea.
Sorry, Emmy.
Hazard-
Before you go, Abdullahi, please change.
Please. I can't look
Please,
at
yeah, please change. Please call him the Garden of Eden. Come on.
yes.
Garden of Eden.
Hazard was a generational talent at his time, in his teens, right? And Chelsea was one of the clubs that actually went in for him. Real Madrid wanted to get. I know Zidane was a big fan. He begged Ancelotti. Was it Ancelotti or Mourinho at the time? To sign Hazard. We ended up buying Hazard, right? Fast forward the next season, I think we played Basel. We played Basel in the league. And Salah stunned us, man, in the bridge. I remember the goal he scored. The guy won't kill us. He killed us that day. So we ended up signing Salah. Now we had Salah and Hazard, both age brackets, and it was clear who was the outstanding player for sure. Chelsea was pretty much a Hazard team at the time, right? I think Salah developed late. He was those kind of people that needed an arm around. We didn't have the nicest of coaches in Mourinho. I think Mourinho then just wanted magic from this guy, and the guy was shy. He was, he hadn't been under that kind of spotlight before. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at these numbers, 2018-19 season. At the end of that season, everybody will say Hazard had a better year, even though it looks like Salah had probably better numbers. I think if you look at what Hazard did in his last year at Chelsea, of course, winning that Europa League the way he won it, although he didn't play most of the games, but you could tell Hazard was in his elements in that season. And then I think that was the same season that was the Champions League season, right? Was it? No, the World Cups.
Before you continue, the only obstacle I call it failure in which
I feel Champions
so
League.
Bad. Yeah, I feel so bad. No, apart from Champions League, I feel so bad for Hazard is Marina Granaskia. Because because Granaskia bought some player that if I play with those players, they will land in hospital.
Yeah.
If I play with them, they will land in hospital.
I'm sure that's why Hazard is looking at this current team
because
and saying,
I am
wow,
hungry.
I wish I played in this team.
Hazard literally should have won the UCL twice with Chelsea.
Twice. Abdullah, this is a great point, and I think
twice
this is the biggest
because
point is that
Granaskia was the definition of failure for Eden Hazard in Chelsea. Because those players,
I don't think Conte too suited him to that much.
Because those players,
we didn't have the right coach.
Thank you.
Not even the lack
of continuity at the coaching position.
Exactly.
It's
too many systems. Too many systems.
It was the philosophy we're playing then. We're playing
exactly.
Even
Mourinho, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't Salah is lucky that he has Klopp, who Klopp says at the beginning of the season we're going to attack the league.
No,
can you imagine Mourinho say that?
Yeah,
Mourinho will say we are defending our league. He won't say we'll attack the league.
And guess
That's
what?
a different philosophy.
Imagine Salah under a coach like Diego Simeone. Do you know what Salah will become? Do you think Salah will be scoring all these goals that he's scoring? No.
You see, the thing with that is I don't know, because there's many players that have failed on the Simeone, but you see Griezmann, although Griezmann is a different kind of player. You understand what I'm trying to say? So with Hazard, it's a case of you're under pragmatic coaches for the majority of your Chelsea career. Mourinho, Benitez, Conte. The only year you had a positive coach, you got 16 goals and 15 assists in the Premier League. You had an incredibly productive season. So in the first before you go in the first and during that season, by the way, the sorry season, he was playing with an underperforming Willian, right? To the point where the Chelsea fan base was begging Hudson-Odoi, who was a young boy, who was even younger than he is now. He was probably 18 or 17. We were begging him to start games. He was playing with an underperforming Willian and Pedro, no competent striker, right? We had to get Higuain and we had to get Higuain and Giroud in January, right? No, Giroud was before, but Sorry wanted to get Higuain, and Higuain even flopped to the point where he rode with Giroud, right? He had, and Alonso has improved, right? But in that fullback, Alonso was the left back, and it was Emerson that was a disgrace. I'm sorry, that was a disgrace as well. So I mean, the guy didn't have a far from ideal team and still put up those numbers. The guy needs some respect. I'm sorry. So I think it's disrespectful to compare this. It's disrespectful.
Sentiment. You don't need to talk about that because his time in Chelsea was phenomenal. If you look at what Marina did to Hazard, I don't want to cry because Marina brought so many players. I'm just looking at Marina and I shake my head. Look at this Chelsea team now with Lukaku, Kai Havertz, Mason, team. Those kind of players around. Just imagine having Hazard around that team. I can guarantee you we are winning the
league done. Okay.
One thing I would say though is, and I'm just going to bring this up because I know he gets a lot of hate. Frank Lampard. I do think that the players that Chelsea have right now, they really enjoyed Frank Lampard's style of playing. I do feel that Timo Werner, Ziyech, Havertz, maybe Havertz, it was more about the price tag, but Timo Werner and Ziyech, I feel that actually lured them, and that's something Chelsea sometimes had problem with, is that all these really good attacking players did not really want to play for all these managers that were a little bit too pragmatic. So
No, not because of pragmatic,
I
but
don't think
no. I don't think that. You know
yeah.
why? Because Lampard himself, like I said, because even before he was signed, I told the change on the song and I said this. This is a disaster, a recipe of disaster waiting to come. He said why? I said it. You cannot put a team from sixth position in Derby County to six and you call that a success. That's a typical F
He
for
w-
me. Big F.
No, he got to fourth. I'd lie.
Big F.
exactly, this
No,
is
Got
the
to
other
fourth.
he
season.
finished
Wait,
This
sixth.
is the other season, and the way
wait,
Chelsea played
wait.
was way more
And I said it, and I told
flair.
you,
It
I
was
said it to
more
a change.
attacking.
Remember
I'm
the
gonna
fourth,
give him 2 years. If Lampard succeeds 2 years in Chelsea, I will put my hands up and I tell him I'm taking my help and I'll congratulate him for what he's done.
No,
I'll
I
say
knew he
many
won't
things,
succeed,
and I told the change and I said it. Roman is making a mistake in which I don't want him to make.
Roman did not have a choice.
No. I know in which is divided the fan base into two. One is Lampard in, the other fan is Lampard out. If Lampard succeed, it will be Lampard in 80%. If Lampard fail, it will be Lampard in out 80%, Lampard in 20%. And now Roman has defined the fan base to the extent that when Lampard succeed, she be not saying now this person is playing bad. It's team event. Literally when Hayabat was signed, they literally called Hayabat a garbage player. That's because of because of how they hide dollars
Yeah,
Lampard.
do you know
And I came out and said it.
yeah, do you know how
In as
sad
much,
that must have
in as
sounded?
much as I love Frank Lampard as a Chelsea player, he needs more experience to become
No,
an
but Abdullah, you're
elite
not
manager.
getting the point here. The point I'm saying is that these players, they, especially these attacking players Chelsea got, they were happy to play in the Lampard system because it was more progressive. It wasn't a pragmatic manager. I do feel that when, especially during Hazard's time,
Yeah.
a lot of players did not want to that much, especially like a Timo Werner. I feel Timo Werner and ZH. And why I bring up these two players, Havertz, I think it was about who can pay his money. It didn't matter really the club. If you can pay the £75 million, you will get the player. But with ZH and Werner was release clause, meaning he had the decision to choose. And ZH, he actually wanted to come. If he wanted to stay at Ajax would have still kept him because he's a quality player. And ZH always said it that he had moves to Italy even, but he didn't want to go because he didn't like their style of play. So what I'm saying with this is that under Lampard, we're able to get all these attacking players also because of the style of play that he did, which Hazard, when he was at Chelsea, didn't have that luxury.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
that's
I
just
agree.
to add to the
I,
fact
I
that
agree.
I,
I
that's
agree.
just to add.
I agree.
and just to
But
back, Abdullahi, just to back up Sam's point. Look at Man City v Chelsea. The Conte second season. Look at that game. Look at the abomination that game was.
not even abomination. Disaster.
I remember
Disaster.
that game.
Look at that game, and you're telling me, and you know the worst thing is Emmy and the rest of he was comfortable doing that. You know, I get he was
not
comfortable.
He was literally
we're
like,
playing suffer, we're playing suffer ball.
Bro.
Yeah.
It was comfortable.
No
literally
attacking
make
player.
us
No attacking player wants to play that kind of football.
No. I remember one clip. Fabregas was just standing there. He did it. He was just standing there. Didn't go to the. He was and literally people stopped playing. I mean, like it was some of the football, man. I mean, listen, Hazard, Chelsea, as much as you know, he accomplished a lot. He was done wrong.
What did that game finish?
1-0. It was a 1-0 loss. It was a 1-0 loss. 1-0 loss. But that game was one of the worst games of football I've seen.
So the next season after that, NK Dons,
we lost 6-0.
We lost 6-0 to City, and people were like, "Sarri should have played like Conte."
Conte, yep.
And
which is crazy as well.
Sarri came out and said, if that game was going to be played again, he'll play the same way. He said he's going to prove it to everyone. I think the next 2 weeks or so, we had them in the League Cup final. and we
And
actually
we
should
played
have
well.
won that League Cup.
We should have won the game. We should have won the game.
The League Cup final. Yeah, we
And
should.
Hazard had a great game that game as well. Had a great game that game.
Yeah, that was after the 6-0.
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, that means City's going to score 10 in the League Cup final in Wembley. But that game went to penalties pretty much.
And you know, Emmy, the worst thing about that 6-0 game is we actually started well. We actually started that game very well. And then, I mean, as Peliqueta, I thought he was done. I thought Peliqueta after that game was done.
You know what pissed me off about that game? You know what pissed me off about that game? Jorginho. It was literally shaking. It was like following shadows. Now I was looking at it, I was shaking my head and like, please, can Jorginho just come out in this match? Please.
No, but the only way to stop Jorginho, from what I've seen and what Liverpool did, is press him all game.
That was
he actually likes it when you press him because he'll find the space. He's more athletic than you over time. But Emmy,
the Liverpool game, the guy. Let's be honest, the guy didn't have a great game. They just completely pressed. They completely pressed him out the game.
No, they pressed out. Hey, wait. So against Liverpool, the last game we played, Liverpool in the first half, right? Liverpool pressed us with 4, and we have. Remember what Pep talked about? We have 3 centre backs and two.
But we didn't have Werner wide.
And then the wing backs are wide. Exactly. So what Liverpool did was to nullify our centre backs and then press Jorginho, who they knew will be looking to move the ball forward to our wing backs, and that forced us to always go long or to go to the wing backs who were always wide.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
I remember what.
So that nullified Jorginho's impact.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna agree with what Sam said. It's that time we need to have the conversation. Blue, I thank God you are here. We need to have that conversation about Jorginho. I'm sick and tired of him. Of this skip bastard penalties. He is pissing me off. That is pissing me off. That stuff is pissing me off. I don't want to have an hypertension watching Jorginho play penalty. I broke TVs on the I broke a brown new smart TV under Frank Lampard. I don't want to break new one anymore. Please
do it, Jorginho. Do it. He can't be the penalty taker this season, though. He can't be the penalty taker this season. No.
In as much as Blue Eyes, we love Jorginho, this up and skip has to stop completely.
Abdullah, I don't think it has to stop.
Either Timo Werner, I don't want
to
say.
Mix it up.
I would love Mason Mount to be a Chelsea penalty taker. I don't mind. Yes, I don't mind. I am taking aside of this.
No, I think
I don't want Mason Mount. I don't want Mason Mount. I don't want Mason Mount.
You won Champions League.
I think Jorginho.
Now you're choosing who to take penalty for you.
No.
You won Champions League. I don't blame you now. You're the only team with the best midfield in the world. I don't blame you now. Look at you now. No problem. No problem. It's okay now.
When we talked about
now, you're shouting who should play,
you told me
who
that
shouldn't play. This person is very.
No, but Blue Eyes, you said Jorginho's penalty is like Penenka.
Yes.
Imagine you had a player that you knew 100% is going to do Penenka against you in a penalty. Most of the time, like quite right.
When it works, it looks great, man.
Let's put things in context, right? The guy
hold on, but Sam, but here's the problem.
Go ahead.
So no, what I was gonna say is I told you, Sam, out of 34 games, Jorginho made 29 shots successfully.
But Blue Eyes, I think
with that record,
in this last
with that record, it doesn't matter if he's missing. You know what? With that record, hold on, Sam. With that record, it doesn't matter if he misses. Even though it's not good to even miss one. It's not good to miss one, but if you miss, even if you misses 3 in a row, it doesn't matter. It already shows that this guy has a high level of consistency.
Yeah, and he.
Yeah, but he's been consistently. He's been consistently inconsistent.
I stress the word high.
You need to look at the stat recently. I remember under Lampard.
What the goalkeeper
under Lampard, he didn't miss any. under Lampard's first season. Yeah. After that, in this like 1.5 years, he's missed a lot.
No, but
Sam,
but let's be real.
What's a lot mean? What's a lot?
He missed against Liverpool.
What's a lot?
He's missed up to 6 or 7.
He
now.
missed
What?
against the same goalkeeper
How
twice,
many?
right? Wait.
He's missed up to 6 or 7 now.
No. Jorginho has missed only
Let's
5
count.
penalties in
Let's
his
count.
career.
Last season.
I said 6 or
No,
7.
up to now.
No.
Include the penalty. Actually, no. Include the penalty. Include the penalty against Italy as well, against England as well that he missed.
Yes.
I'll say it's been at least 4 or 5. I'll say it's been at least 4 or 5.
It's reached 6 because look at it, and the thing is that it's in a span of like almost like 1.5 years. Before that, he was not missing, but
Yeah, he wasn't missing.
1.5 years, he's missed up to 5 or 6. No, even 6 or 7.
But this the goalkeeper that saved, you guys should give credit to Sommer. Sommer is one of the best penalty shots.
But he still loses penalties. He still loses penalties.
No, I'm talking of the goalkeeper.
Sam. No. Sorry. Before you go, Emmy. No.
Yeah.
Guys,
1 minute.
guys,
Exactly.
Here's my question.
Exactly.
Here's my question, guys.
NK Dons, can
He's
you
missed.
please
He's
read
missed
that
4.
line?
He's
Read
missed
it,
4.
read it, please.
He's missed 4. He's missed 4.
Guys,
He's missed
here's
4.
my question, guys. Here's my question.
4.
It's impossible
he's
for
only
him to
four.
miss 4.
Guys.
That's
Here's my
only
question.
for
Guys,
Chelsea. But if you put with
wait.
Italy, no, Abdullahi, wait. With Italy, he's missed up to 6.
Okay. Actually, let me check this because it doesn't give the Euro final here on a penalty misses for Jorginho, but it doesn't count the penalty shootout. I'm assuming so. The penalty shootout against England that would be 5.
Yes, and that's why I said 5. I
I said 6, and he missed yesterday or the day before yesterday.
No, it counted that one. So it said he missed against Liverpool. I remember that game. The first one of the early
Missed
games
against
last
Arsenal.
season. Missed against Arsenal. Missed in the Champions League against Krasnodar.
Yeah.
He missed
Missed-
the Super. He missed. Wait, did they miss the Super Cup?
No, he scored a Super Cup. He missed against Jan Sommer and missed against England in the Euro. And then it says before that he missed in the 17-18 season against Napoli.
Yeah,
But it doesn't bring up any more other than that from here. So
that's 5. Not bad.
that's
It's almost 6 seasons. He's
no,
missing
no, Emmy. It's bad. It's bad considering that it's 5 in just over a season.
Exactly.
It's 5 in just. That's bad. No, that's bad. No, 5 in just over a season is bad.
But
And that's the thing is that actually I thought it was like one more, but yeah,
so because I'm shoot.
it's one year.
Guys.
It's a
To
little
blue
bit
eyes
small.
now. To blue eyes precisely. Should Chelsea change their penalty taker now from Jorginho? Or should they stay? Because people are watching. Even himself said it after the Italian. He said it. People are learning how to catch my penalty. He said people are already studying me how to play penalty. He said I am going to change my penalty way. I'm studying the goalkeeper now. So Tuchel said to Jorginho be the assistant penalty taker. Someone has to be. Who should?
I don't think he can. I don't think he will do that though. Because
No, what all I have to say is simple, man. To keep taking the penalties for now. I get that Lukaku needs to start pad if he wants to win Golden Boot. I get the points, but we have to be honest here. I said this already earlier before. Jorginho is a power broker, silent power broker within this group.
correct.
And he's already assumed this position by being as well.
He's the vice captain also.
He's a vice, he's a power broker. So, but
this guy is a DM. Why is penalty so important?
I get it. But the thing is, the team.
He's not a DM, he's a register.
Okay.
Sam, the difference is
important to him. That's just
no. Sam, this team is designed in such a way that the DM can successfully be the best penalty taker. And it works. It works.
It shouldn't be important that because he doesn't take penalties, then he will do something, or it's going to affect him. Like the penalty taking should be something that if you give it to me, I'll take it.
Do you know what I
give it to me? I don't really care.
No. Just because you want to give it to Lukaku doesn't mean it's going to sound.
I want to give it to someone better. I'm sorry. I want to give it to someone better. Sorry.
Guys, do you know what I'm waiting for? Chelsea should say penalty this year. And Jorginho is playing, Lukaku is playing, Mason is playing, everybody's playing. I want to see who's going to take that penalty.
Someone better. Let's look at both records when it comes to
if Jorginho step back and say, okay, someone else go.
No, Abdullahi.
No.
In my opinion, it's Jorginho and Lukaku.
You're missing the point, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
explain the point. Blue Eyes.
Let me add to what Blue Eyes said. Let me bring the perspective out even clearer.
Mm-hmm.
So currently, Chelsea are European champions, right?
Yes.
Jorginho has won Euros too, right?
No, continue.
Wait. Inside this Chelsea dressing room, Jorginho is one of the leaders in the dressing room because he's the vice captain, right? And he's currently the penalty taker of the team. He's been for the past since Hazard left. He's been the penalty taker. Yeah. So now, I know you signed a number 9 who was part of this club before, but he's coming in now and seeing Jorginho as a penalty. You think the coach will want to disrupt the dressing room and give?
You're not getting the
No. Time out. No. Sam, let me go. Sam, let me go.
Very good question.
Sam, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Disrupt the dressing room.
No. Let me go. I get what you're saying, and so the point is understandable. But come on, he took. I think he took 13, 7 and 12 or 7 and 13 for Jorginho. That is costly. I'm sorry, that's costly. You can't miss 5 in a year and a half. I don't care what the situation is in the dressing room. Blue Eyes and Emmy. Blue Eyes and Emmy. Blue Eyes and Emmy. If you miss 5 in just over a year, how many points possibly have you lost?
Listen,
you guys need to think about it. A penalty could guarantee you a game.
Yeah.
So if you're trust, are you putting your faith? No. I'm just asking yes or no. No, Blue Eyes. I'm saying yes or no. Are you putting your faith in Jorginho? That's what I'm saying.
Yes. NK Dons, here's the question. Out of all the 5 penalties that he missed, let's look at out of those games where he missed the penalties, which ones impacted in the game?
Okay, let's go. Okay, so Arsenal.
So we're going to look at the ones where they actually lost, where he actually lost.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Liverpool. Considering the Liverpool game last game in the season, we were down to 10 men. We got a penalty to possibly make it 2-1, and in that situation, you could then chase the game, right? And he missed. Okay. Krasnodar, we were 4-0 up.
Did we lose?
We lost 2-0. We lost 2-0. Krasnodar, we were up 4-0. So
where are you losing before that Jorginho penalty?
The Krasnodar.
No, Krasnodar, we were up 4-0.
First penalty. No, I remember that game. It was the first. It was the first. No, we were. It was a draw. It was a draw, and then he missed a penalty. No, it was not draw. Yeah, it was 0-0. He missed, and then Hudson-Odoi scored after.
Yeah, and then it was 4-0. We won 4-0. Right? And then Arsenal was the Frank Lampard game where Abdullahi lost his head. But again, we were 3-0 down. The score ended 3-1. But it was a last minute penalty. So I don't think it was a last minute penalty. So I don't think
nothing that
it was a last minute penalty. So
that penalty wouldn't count. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But even then, a penalty miss is a penalty. No, a penalty miss is a penalty miss.
You're just trying to.
That is. No, Blue Eyes. That's a penalty. No, Blue Eyes. No. Let me finish because I know what you're trying to do. Let me finish.
You're trying to apply forensics on.
Let's.
What's his?
I don't get how
and then Blue Eyes.
The register is so attached to penalties that if you don't give him the penalty, you start crying.
Okay, Sam.
The whole dressing room.
Sam. Then, we need to be honest. Although England fumbled the bag, he missed the penalty in the Euro final.
He missed the penalty.
He missed the penalty in the Euro final, and then this game that's just gone, he missed it, and they drew 0-0. These are costing your team.
Sam, nobody's crying, man. I don't know.
These are costing your team.
He's going to cry and you say, "I will destroy this dressing room too."
Whereas Sam,
guys, like I said,
no, come on.
Guys, like I said,
Oh my
Under Lampard,
goodness.
I brought a 45-inch brown smart TV and I broke it because of Lampard. I do not, I repeat myself, see Jorginho hops and skipping penalty. I don't want to lose.
Okay. By the way, before we round this up, right? Blue Ice and Emmy, tell me that Lukaku's taken 30 penalties. As Emmy knows from watching Inter, he was the designated penalty taker.
Correct.
When was the last penalty he missed? Guess. If you don't know, guess.
Sorry?
It's been a while.
Say that again.
Maybe his last penalty miss would be in United's colours.
Thank you. And what year was that?
That was 2 seasons ago, 2018-19.
17-18 was his last penalty miss.
Oh, 17-18.
We're in 2021-22 season. Guys.
So NK Dons.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, right?
Okay. Yeah. Go on, Emmy. Emmy, explain this one.
Yeah, I just want to say at the end of the day, Tuchel, Jorginho, and Lukaku will have a discussion about this. And I believe this is a question that we'll probably get an answer from in the press conference.
The common games.
Friday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of journalists are going to ask him that question on Friday for sure. Like I follow some of them and I already hear them already say, hints on, hey, why is Lukaku? You understand? So we'll get to understand Tuchel's answer on Friday, and he's the one that matters, right? He's the one that selects.
No, but
at the end of the day, wait.
Yeah, sorry, land, sorry.
At the end of the day, whoever Tuchel decides, one thing I like about Tuchel is he's going to be transparent. He's going to tell you the logic on why he's selected or he's keeping or whatever he's going to do. And at the end of the day, all Chelsea fans need to just move on. If it's Lukaku, fine. If it's Jorginho, fine.
No, this
just
is not what you said.
Look at Marvelous name. Look at Marvelous name.
Wait. Emmy.
Look at Marvelous name.
Emmy.
Marvelous, you need to stop, man.
You see.
Oh my God.
In as much as we love, see, I love the way Jorginho plays because he's a special player, specialist in the way he plays football. But my problem with that is that penalty. I have an issue with that because you can't be losing penalty that way. And in the Premier League or a Champions League, when and you lose that penalty, I can easily go to that pitch and give him a dirty slap. I can lose my head. I do not want to lose my head anymore.
I would respect Jorginho less
for that not to happen.
Penalty.
Step back.
If Jorginho, because of penalties, would try to disturb the dressing room because Tuchel took it from him.
He should leave. He's not going to leave.
No, because that's what you said.
I'm not saying
that's what you and Blythe said.
No, Sam,
no. Let me just finish. He's a DM or he's a register. He's not judged on penalties.
Play your role.
Has 0 goals and he performs to what his role wants him to.
He's
a world-class midfielder. No, don't bring up Sergio Ramos. That's different.
Because he actually scores.
If he's missing penalties now, and then they take it from him, and because of that, he disrupts the dressing room. He's not a professional footballer.
He's not going to disrupt the dressing room directly.
No, but why did you bring up that point then?
No, I'm talking of indirectly. Because guess what?
It's not indirect word.
It's indirect. It's the indirect part, and that's the most dangerous part of anything. When you cannot see the, when it's not a,
Thank you.
Anything. It's actually other players around him saying
that's why I called him a foul.
So time out. I want to hear Marvelous.
Let me just say one thing. I'll stop. So if they give it to Lukaku and Lukaku misses one, or maybe he misses the first out of the first 5, he misses 2. I can bet you there'll be questions in that dressing room, and that's
there will be.
No, but this has happened before. This has happened
now
before.
Say, do I go back? Do I go back
Emmy,
to Jorginho, or do I?
Emmy, you're not saying anything that hasn't happened before. This happened. Werner was the penalty taker. He missed
and
one.
they came back to
Wasn't even-
Jorginho, and they went back to Jorginho. Abi.
And I'm not arguing
So-
this. It's normal. If Lukaku misses, I'll have the same energy I have for Jorginho right now with Lukaku. I'm not choosing players.
We don't need that. We don't need to
fact is that-
transition to
No,
Lukaku
no.
to come back to
We
Jorginho.
need to.
Leave it the
because-
way it is.
Blue
I
eyes,
don't know
Blue
what
eyes.
you guys are
You're-
looking for,
you're
man.
putting-
Lukaku can
no.
score 20 goals without scoring
Guys, the
penalty.
thing is that
I agree.
You're saying 100%. What if Lukaku doesn't?
penalty.
What if he continues his run?
Then what? Then what, Oga? Blue eyes, tell me. Then what?
Wait. He's
Let me. He has to miss till 17-18.
Oh no.
What if he
okay.
doesn't? Because for now you're saying that he's going to miss for sure. What if he doesn't miss?
No. I'm just. There's a possibility now. So you
Okay,
know
so
now
so my
probability, right?
so my thing is marvelous. Let me hear
Score-
marvelous. Let me hear if you're defending these. I want to hear marvelous, please.
Marvelous.
I want to hear this guy.
Have the floor.
From everything that I'm hearing, it doesn't really sound like you guys want Lukaku to succeed the way you guys really want him to succeed.
Why?
I'm pretty sure you guys would want him to get 20 goals because he's a top striker who put himself in the position to score 20 goals, not because he was scoring penalties. Because the facts are the facts with regards to Jorginho, as opposed to the past year, he's taken 42 penalties in his career and he's only missed 5.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, so it's not what have you done for me lately? So the 5 in the last year doesn't ring any bells.
No, but the five weren't in the
Enough
last
said.
year though. In the last
said.
year it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Marvelous, are you telling me that if a striker is taking penalties, that means they're less of a striker?
No, they still are. But what
was the point you brought up first?
Oh,
because you brought
my point was with Lukaku, it's
better to score
you can't
in game.
guarantee. I'm not sure Lukaku
in-game
is going to be
goals and
scoring
penalties.
If it was down to me, and I know you guys talk about how Lukaku was taking penalties at Inter and scoring. The thing is, like NK was saying, the last time he missed a penalty was in United colors. That doesn't tell me he's a good penalty taker or a better penalty taker than Jorginho. All that tells me is that he takes less penalties than Jorginho.
Marvelous.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? Okay, so let me bring up the stats.
Let me finish.
Let me bring up the stats. Let me bring up the stats.
I'm checking something right now.
Let me bring up the stats.
I'm checking something right now.
Check how many penalties.
Marvelous, I need to hold you on what you said.
Yeah, Sam.
You're telling me that strikers that take penalties are not top strikers, or what?
No, they are top strikers.
Can you tell me a striker that have taken that has scored 20 goals without penalties?
Benzema probably is the only one I can think of. Benzema,
Drogba, Benzema.
By the way, if you're excluding penalty shootouts, Lukaku has taken more penalties in his career than Jorginho has by 1, and they've missed the same amounts. Now, thank you. So now we get to a point. So technically speaking, Lukaku has a better version with than Jorginho. No. Emmy and Blue Eyes. Let me finish. Emmy and Blue Eyes. Here's the point. Here's the point.
Yeah.
They both missed 5.
Yeah.
Now I can actually bring up the fact that Lukaku's last miss was 17-18. So up from that point onwards, he hasn't missed.
That's where you need to start. That's where the litmus test is.
Thank you.
How many penalties has Lukaku taken since
17-18? Let me go. Let me check right now.
I'm checking right now.
Since he's
I don't just get this love for Jorginho. I don't get
my brother, man.
Okay, let me check.
I'm telling you, Sam.
Is it the hop and skip?
I'm telling you, Sam. Just like it doesn't matter how if you bring it.
He's taken 19. 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 Okay, let me check. Since what? That same season?
Since that same season, yeah.
At least Jorginho is admitting.
Yeah, I saw it too. He's admitting it. Yeah, I saw it. This is what I saw.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, sorry, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
and
7,
do you see what
8.
that first comment is saying?
Mm-hmm.
The first comment is saying you shouldn't do the hop. You should just do the skip.
So keepers are starting to study me.
Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
to
You see
start
now.
studying them.
I'm beginning to get
Let me
frustrated.
ask a question.
20. He scored 20.
My
He's taken
brother.
20. How many has
See
Lukaku
numbers.
taken?
19.
Imagine.
So,
you see,
so what's the point?
Apples and oranges.
So the point is
tomato.
So no, it's not. No.
It's not broken. The point is, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
But it's broken though.
It's not
But the thing is, it's broken. It's broken.
It's not broken. It's not broken.
You're trying to reinvent
how
the
can you tell
wheel,
me
man.
it's not broken? How can you tell me it's not broken when it's
It's not broken.
No, tell me.
Enki, let's just let this go. They're not
but
going
here's the thing.
No, Sam, how is it broke? How is it broken? If the guy's
not broken.
Let me just address this point.
It's not broken. You're not.
You see
Guys,
this?
You're missing the point. It's not broken.
Wait.
I feel it's broken.
Guys,
but
another
at the
time has
end,
come.
No, I'm lying. I need to hear how it's not broken.
You're trying to reinvent.
If you missed five in the last year, how is it not broken?
Wait. Since Romelu Lukaku left Manchester United, since he joined Inter Milan in 2007, he has never lost a penalty. He's taught every penalty he's taken in Inter Milan since now till he left them now to join Chelsea.
How many has he taken?
Penalty.
19.
Yes.
Jorginho has taken 20
and missed 5.
That is 15.
In that same period,
he has missed
He missed
5.
He missed 5.
Yes.
How is it broken?
That's what we're talking about right now. He missed 5 out of 20 already.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. He's taken 20. He's taken 24 and then missed 5.
He's taken 24. He's taken
I missed 5.
You see, now it makes sense.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Time out. No. You guys, no. You guys, no. Time out. No. You guys, no. Time out. You guys, no. You guys are You guys are too educated. You guys are too educated to be saying this. No. Marvelous and Blue Eyes, you're too educated.
You can fry egg.
No. Blue Eyes and Marvelous, you're too educated to be saying what you're saying. You can't tell me if a guy's out of 24, he's 19 and 24, and there's a guy that's 19 and 19, that you're taking 19 and 24. Does that make sense?
For a midfielder.
I'm a mute. You want it?
Let me just say this. Let me say this. The quote
what does that mean for a midfielder?
Quote that Jorginho
for a midfielder, yes.
No, but what does it mean? Like, elaborate.
What does it mean to give? Okay, what does it mean to give a striker the penalty taking responsibility? What does it mean?
Is that a striker?
Like
no. Let me tell you what. You judge strikers on goals, and whether you like it or not, when a striker scores, even if it's a penalty, they get confidence for that, and that enables them to even score more goals.
Thank you, Sam.
And then for the midfielder, they judge midfielders on victories. And it doesn't matter how the victories are.
What's the whole team on victories, not only midfielders.
Victories, midfielders look at victories. They don't care who scores. A midfielder doesn't care who scores. A midfielder, especially when you're a midfielder,
this is going against what you're saying, though. This is going against what you're saying. You're saying, okay, midfielder doesn't care who scores. Then why does he need to take the penalties?
Because the responsibility has come to him. And it's been it's been culture now for the past season.
It's not culture.
Simple. Sam. You're not attacking them where you're supposed to attack them.
Even when Eden Hazard was there, Jorginho was taking penalties.
Are you high? Are you high?
Yes.
You're high, right? Oh no. No.
Look at that season.
No.
My only problem
He took two that season. We got more than 2 penalties. He only took 1. 18-19 was Hazard's last season,
and
right?
Hazard didn't play.
Well, okay, what penalty did he take?
He took one against Huddersfield.
And I'm sure Hazard
he didn't take one against Fulham.
No. The Blue Eyes and Jorginho. You both need to stop.
Hold on. Let me just say something.
Okay, yeah.
All you need to do is, I need for you to watch that penalty Jorginho took in the semi-final of the Euros against
Spain.
Was it against Spain?
Thank you.
I need for you to watch that penalty. and then I need for you to also want that penalty he took in the Super Cup.
Okay, thank you. No,
thank you. Come back to me and make this argument.
Thank you. No. Abdullahi, Sam, and now Emmy's muted his mic for a long time. We'll get to the point. It's emotional. You love the technique. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. But it's as simple as this. 19. No, it's 19. Like that, yeah. You get no homo, but you get horny like you are. But that's not the point. The point is
you
get the high, but it's not. That's not the issue. The issue is marvelous. You're too educated, and blue eyes. You're too educated. 19 and 19 versus 19 and 24. Which one are you taking?
I'm going with the person that takes it more frequently. Who is taking more penalties?
The one that has been tried and
There's a difference between missing a penalty in the Euro final than scoring a penalty against Brescia.
But he missed against Arsenal and Liverpool. So what's your point? He missed against Arsenal and Liverpool. So what's your point?
Marvelous.
He missed against Liverpool.
I'm shocked with NK Dons. All of a sudden, NK Dons is giving Romelu Lukaku love. My goodness.
It's simple mathematics. Blue eyes. It's simple mathematics.
I want to say something.
Abdullah, what do you want to say?
Wait, see, this is it. There's a difference between when Lampard was there and when we had manager. When we have a striker.
Simple.
Now there is a proper number 9, and people may say Lampard is the greatest Chelsea player I've ever had in that season. I'll keep saying it. 2009-2010 season, if Drogba did not go to Africa Cup of Nations, he would have scored. Do you know how many good Drogba would have scored that season?
I'd lie.
How many penalties? How many goals he has scored? In as much as we love Jorginho's techniques and penalty, see, I have ranted. I have got crazy. I've got mad.
Blue Eyes said something that we should go and watch the penalty scored against Spain. Let's watch the one against Arsenal.
Marvelous and Blue Eyes. I do not want to rant again. There will be a crucial match in which that match could win us either a Champions League.
I don't believe what people are doing.
Wait. That match could wait, guys, wait. I don't want a situation where we're gonna see a penalty where that person have to score either we win the Champions League or
I don't believe.
I don't.
Listen.
I'm like, you're overcomplicating it.
I'm not playing.
Here's a message to Romelu Lukaku. Here's a message for Romelu Lukaku. Join the queue when it comes to penalty taking. Join the queue, man.
You know what? I'll be very happy when I see.
I won't be
join the queue,
man.
Respect yourself and join the queue.
Exactly. Tammy, thank you.
Respect yourself and join the queue, man.
Yes, Havertz is a good penalty taker.
Okay. So what are you implying now? What are you saying?
Even Aspie is a good penalty taker.
No. Thank you.
Talking about penalty taker.
Okay. So what are you guys implying? No. You guys.
The penalty in his career.
Okay. So what are you guys implying? What are you implying?
That if we're gonna be giving it to anybody and
Marvelous, do you remember?
No. Sam, let him finish. What are you going to say?
Thank you.
No, Sam, let him. Marvelous. What were you going to say?
I made a point. Kai Havertz is good at penalties.
Okay.
Aspie has never missed a penalty in his whole career.
Okay.
So if we're gonna be talking about who's good at penalties and who isn't, and we're gonna be disrupting the team's chemistry for the sake of it, then we might as well just give it to Aspie.
Okay, so now no. You see, now I understand what people are doing, and I'm not even going to get mad. I get it now. I get it now. It's not It's not even But the thing that you guys aren't understanding, is I don't even care. It could be Lukaku. It could have been Pulisic that just joined and came in. 19 and 19 versus 19 and 24. The guys missed 5 since last season. He's missed 5. Why would I
send him that email? Join the queue. Send him
why would I, as a fan, want the guy that's 19, that is 19 and 24, that's missed 5 since last season, would I then want it? I don't care about stats. I want to win the game.
Abdullah, can you show the video?
Why would I choose? Why would I choose the guy that's missed 5 in the last?
Can you show the miss against Liverpool? The penalty miss against
Come
Liverpool.
on, what's going on? Nah, you guys.
That penalty against Liverpool was a bad penalty.
You guys know better.
Let me make
you know
this
better,
point.
man.
Let me make this point.
You know better.
You see the quote. You see the quote that Abdullah
See how
on
the
the
ball is
screen.
walking to the goal. Let's see how he's walking, and Alisson just waits for the ball to come to his
Come
side.
on.
No,
Wait, hold on.
Come on.
You guys saw the quote that Abdullah.
When you
put on
finish,
the
show
screen.
Sergio Aguero's Panenka, please, so that we can
Even I
get
also
some
watched that
relief.
one too. Actually, I also watched that one
Wait,
too.
wait.
Both of them.
You saw the quote that Jorginho said about studying goalkeepers is actually very troubling.
See, you know, I keep on saying this, and I'm just saying, I will just say it again. If
He's a humble penalty taker.
But Blue Eyes. If Jorginho loves penalties so much, like that's his thing, that's what makes him.
He should leave. He should leave the club.
And
he should leave the club.
The penalty from him, and
he should leave the club. It's not reactionary. He should leave the club.
It's not reactionary.
He should leave the club.
Marvelous, wait.
You sell Jorginho.
He should leave the club. If that's the type of stupidness. No,
player in our history. We should sell our only Ballon d'Or.
Emmy. If that's Emmy, if that's the type of stupidness that he wants to do, he needs to get out. With all due respect, he needs to get out. He needs to get out of the club. He needs to get out of the club. That's silly.
He's the closest man to Ballon d'Or, man.
Chelsea fans have short-term memory loss.
It's not short-term. No, in fact, you see, Marvelous, that's where you're Marvelous, that's where you're wrong. It's not even short-term.
This is where the problem.
It's not even short-term.
This is where the problem is. In as much as in as much as we all say Chelsea doesn't have a number 9. Guys, we have a proper number 9 who score goals now. And you cannot tell me in this modern era 2021, I'm going to give my penalty to Jorginho when I'm seeing some ridiculous and stupid stuff he's been doing with off and skip.
Marvelous wants Jorginho to take penalties so badly that he says that a striker that takes penalty is not that.
It's not. No, Sam.
Let me clarify that point.
It doesn't have to be Lukaku. It could be Pulisic. It could be Pulisic. It could have been anyone new that's coming. Come on, bro.
Let me clarify that point.
I feel like what's that penalty again? Jorginho versus Spain.
There's a lot of bona fide strikers, correct original strikers that take penalties, and they're assured like they score it. They're lethal. Lewandowski, he takes penalties. He's a great striker.
What's that penalty?
But the point I was making was, I feel like it's not okay.
Stupid Ock and skip.
Piss off. No, you see, that's stupid. That's stupidness.
You see, you guys, Abdullah, wait. Let me tell you Jorginho's worst penalty for Chelsea against Edison in the Capital One Cup, in the Carabao Cup final.
So that's another miss.
Penalty.
So that's time out. So that's a miss that cost us that. No. So Marvelous, you're admitting that's another miss.
That didn't cost us that cup though.
No.
Cost us that cup.
No. Did he miss? No. Marvelous. Did he miss the pen?
Yeah, but
you're deflecting. No. Marvelous. Did he miss the pen? Yes or no?
He missed the pen, but we had
recovered. There you go. No. Marvelous. Did he miss the pen? Yes or no?
Marvelous,
yes or no?
If he didn't miss, what would have happened?
We wouldn't have won because of the way it went.
Real? You're no. Sam, let's mute on mic. Sam, let's mute on mic.
No, look it up.
Mute the mic.
This is a horrible penalty. Even look at the title of the video. This penalty is the worst penalty I've ever seen someone take ever.
And you're telling me to be my penalty taker.
Hold on.
When I have a number 9.
You know. Hey, Sam. By the way, Sam. You're right. Then that makes it 6 or 7. No. Actually, that was 2 years ago. So let me take that back. But even then,
he's taken 42 in his career. He's only missed 6.
Abdullah,
Sorry?
let's just change this topic because
No,
everyone
no,
has
but
their
Yeah,
stance.
everyone's being silly, man.
There's no
Abdullah,
Everyone's
one.
being silly,
wait,
man.
guys,
Yeah,
There's
just
no
for
objectivity.
just
everyone
for
have
a little
everyone is
lighthearted,
just
a little lighthearted joke. I
on
hope
their
everyone's listening. This is actually why I came in here. I wanted to show you guys this video. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. Abdullah, check your DMs.
Okay, hold on. Let me
I
check my
can't believe
Blue Eyes.
no, but Blue Eyes, man.
I can't believe what Bless is doing.
See,
The
no,
love-
Blue Eyes is in
this
love
love
with
you're having.
Jorginho.
Blue Eyes is in love with Jorginho's pens,
Damn,
man.
Right
Blue
now,
Eyes isn't
Jorginho
here.
can't do anything
Blue
wrong.
Eyes
He said,
isn't
he
here.
said, he said,
I
he
wanted
said,
Enjoy
you
the
to know he's
honeymoon,
here,
I
but
get
I
it.
don't think he's around his computer.
no, he's around.
What?
I could hear him.
Emmy,
Hey, Blue Eyes, you here?
Bless is
Yeah,
there.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, Emmy's here. Is Blue Eyes here?
Blue Eyes, are you here?
I think. Oh.
Easy, Bless.
No, he's with Jorginho right now. So
He's with
just
Jorginho,
let
man.
them-
He's on Jorginho's nuts right now, man.
I
It's
want
crazy.
I want everyone to see this video I sent to Abdullah. That's actually why I joined. Just
Yo,
to-
yo, 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 yo. What did I do? What did Blue Eyes do, man? I heard
why
you
is
guys
there
talking.
two of
Oh,
you?
there's two.
Are you
Oh,
sure
that
you
he's
have
back.
Jorginho
He's
I've seen
back.
it.
the
We've
other
seen
way?
Wait,
it.
wait.
Marvelous. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it.
You guys, did you guys watch it here?
We watched it already.
Blue Eyes, what I
No,
said
bring
is
it to
that
the
you
screen.
love
Please watch it
Jorginho.
already.
I
Diego
get
Simeone
it.
I just want to
and-
watch it with
I
you
get it.
guys.
Yes,
please.
man.
Oh, the
My
Diego
brother, you're right,
Simeone
man.
drill.
I
Or
get
Yeah, I
it.
just want to watch it with you guys. Please put us to the side, please.
We've watched
please.
it already.
Sam, you're absolutely right, man. Jorginho is
This
my man,
video,
man. 2-4, man.
this
2-4.
video is hilarious, man. What is going on here? Diego Simeone will never change, man. I guarantee you, if he had Messi, he would have Messi doing the same drill. Ándale, ándale, vamos, vamos.
Imagine.
That doesn't make any
And
sense.
it's, you see that host? You guys remember that host?
Yeah, the guy that robbed it, Hazard, the Hazard host. The guy's a man.
Man, Diego Simeone. Imagine what he had Saul doing.
You know the thing, even if Tuchel gets sacked, I think Jorginho would be a good player coach.
Yeah.
He can coach
Wait,
the
wait,
team.
wait, Sam. What?
He can be a player coach. Blue Eyes, what do you think?
Yeah, Blue Eyes,
Be a
yeah.
good player coach.
Sentiment.
No, yeah, Chimmery, don't worry, man. These guys, I 19 and 24 versus 19 and 19. I don't know how
Sentiment.
Blue Eyes.
My brother, man, this is what happens
I'm
when you
not
have
stupid, am I?
Why do Manchester United fans
UEFA
always
best
comment-
midfielder, best
wait,
player
Manchester
on
United-
your
Emmy, am I being dumb?
Wait. Marvelous and then Blue Eyes. You guys see.
My name is
what?
Jorginho.
What do I think
My
about
name is Jorginho.
Guys, you guys wait. Marvelous and Blue
Jorginho.
Eyes. You guys are very well knowledge and intelligent. You cannot tell me
I
we
gotta
have
hear
a
you.
proper
Sorry,
number
what
nine.
did you, what do I think about what?
Wait, you can't tell me we have a proper number 9 in the
After
team
that,
that is
they won't
scoring
agree.
goals.
They have
And
already
you're
stand
telling
their
me
ground.
Jorginho will never score goals to win a golden boot or a golden ball. When I have a number 9,
He doesn't
what is
need to see.
Abdullahi,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not about
yeah,
it's not
getting
about the
it
golden
wrong.
boot. That's where you're wrong, Abdullahi. It's
No,
not
no,
about
no,
the
no,
golden boot.
Let me
Come on.
explain myself very well. What
Ballon d'Or.
I'm saying is you have an actual number 9 in your team scoring goals for you.
Didn't you have an actual number 9 last season?
Which number 9 do we have?
And didn't you have an actual number 9 previous season before that? We had Giroud.
Dummy
We had,
runs.
we
Dummy
had-
runs. Tammy Abraham.
we had Tammy. We had number 9.
I'm done.
Yeah, we should be done.
No, so time.
Let's just
Emmy, come on,
Let's
man.
move
Yeah,
on.
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Nah,
Tammy is balling for Roma, though.
Oh, jeez,
It's
please.
balling. It's
Let's
never
wait
over.
till Christmas.
It's never over.
I
Nah,
can't
let's
believe.
get to Christmas.
Nah, I'd lie. It's not about the number 9 thing. It could be Pulisic that's just joined. If there's a guy that's 19 and 19 for the past 3 seasons, but a guy that is actually, let's go.
I honestly just think it's because you guys don't want what happened to Drogba to happen to Lukaku.
it's not that.
No, it's not that at all. I don't care. No, Marvelous. I care about winning. I care about winning.
He's missing penalties, and you guys are brushing that aside.
When,
like-
has
Right.
he missed one recent? When was the last one he missed?
He missed
Yes,
3 days ago for Italy.
Sunday.
3 days ago for Italy.
Yesterday.
Yes.
I didn't know.
He missed
I didn't know
yesterday.
Yes.
He missed.
That's why he said that statement. He missed it. It was a no game. It finished no.
Okay, let me just say this. That statement that he made is actually troubling for me because it's troubling because when you're a penalty shooter who relies on your technique, you shouldn't really care about what the goalie is doing. You should trust in your technique.
Yo,
enough.
listen, man.
You should trust
Remember-
in your technique enough to score. So if he says he's gonna start studying goalkeepers, is he gonna study all the goalkeepers in the league?
Yeah,
I
but
wonder,
let me add
Remember-
that Marvelous, right? Remember that the goalkeeper in question on Sunday is Summers.
Excuses.
Summers.
Oh,
Nobody
Summers a good
scores against
penalty.
Summer.
Summers a
Nobody
good goal.
scores against him. It's
Summers-
impossible to
Summers-
score.
But okay,
Mbappe missed
Exclusive.
against Summer.
Emmy. By the way,
See,
Emmy,
if you miss
Emmy,
Summers a
everybody
shot
can
stopper.
miss against Summer. The guy is one of the best penalty
Goalkeepers.
shot
Emmy.
stoppers in the
Abdullah.
Emmy.
Wait, Summer has the record
Keep this
for the
picture.
most.
Keep this picture. Don't take it off. Keep it on for a little bit more.
Guys, what are you doing with this picture?
Summer has
No, just
the
keep
most.
this picture.
What are you doing with
Wait,
this?
Hey, Blue Eyes, what's your hands? Your hands are on the desk, right?
No.
You guys,
Not
Keep
being taken into consideration.
you guys know
the picture, man.
Summer has
Please
the
remove this
record.
picture. I don't know
Yeah.
what Blue Eyes is doing with this
Blue
picture.
Eyes, is your hands
I don't feel
are both
comfortable.
hands on the desk?
Listen,
Put two hands on the desk, man.
No. Hold on. You see
Put
what
your
was
hands on the
written
desk,
on
I
this
don't
picture?
feel comfortable.
What was
I don't
written?
feel
You see what-
comfortable right
No,
now.
hold on. You see what's written on this picture? Let me read it out for you. Let me read it out to you. It says, keepers are starting to study me. I'm going to start studying them now too. And this reminds me. Let me. This reminds me. Let me take you. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me take you back to. Let me see those who remember. I know probably none of you probably remember or even went through it, but let me take you to high school literature, secondary school literature. Chino Achebe, Zard, the bird, said that since hunters have learned to start shooting without missing, that they will start learning to what is it? To fly without perching. To fly without perching.
Wow.
This guy.
Exactly.
This guy. No. Actually, you know what?
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
You know what? Maybe no. Abdullahi.
If
Emmy,
the hunter,
marvelous Blue Eye Sam. You know, I don't think I said the stat well enough to compute and to really make it clear what I'm talking about. So no. Let's do it again. No, let me do it again. And this time, let's involve the penalty shootout miss in the Euros as well. This time, let me do it. So he's missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 since the 2021 season.
okay.
It's now since actually no, I'll involve 1920. Since 1920, he's missed 5.
I'm telling
So
you.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
What?
So he's 10 out of 15.
What are you talking about?
15 is really good.
10 out of 15 is really good, marvelous, really.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, he missed 5. He missed 5, man. So he missed 5.
10
Like,
out
what
of
are you trying to
15
say,
is
man?
really
man.
good.
Why are you trying to nitpick
10
this guy's productivity?
10
Why? Just because you want to fit in, you want to slide in your man.
That's
You're trying to
that's 66%.
you know what's even scary about all
That's
this? No, you know what's
66%.
scary about all this? NK Dons is the same guy that came here last week and said that Lukaku runs faster than the ball. That he
No,
runs
but
around in teams.
No, but that's not the point.
Said he
That's not
runs
the point,
around
though.
in teams.
No, but that's
And
not the
now
point,
you're
though.
coming here and you want the same guy in
You
teams.
want
Blue
the
Eyes,
guy
you
with
know
the
better.
names.
Over
Blue Eyes,
want the
NK
guy with
said
the-
that he
Blue
doesn't
Blue Eyes,
care
you
if
know
it's
better.
Lukaku. He said it here that he doesn't care if it's Lukaku or Pulisic or even Mason Mount, but that if someone has a record like Jorginho, you should change the penalty taker and try
but
someone
let me
else.
bring up a
Man.
point.
It's
The guy
it's common sense,
you guys
man.
know
It's
Guy,
common
you
Summer.
sense.
disgrace my striker first thing.
Wait.
Thank you, thank you.
Emmy
Marv-
was talking about Summer. You
My
guys
striker
know
hasn't even
Summer.
signed contract. NK.
Hold on. Emmy was talking about Summer. You guys know Summer has the record for the most penalties saved in a
Thank you,
90-minute
marvelous,
match.
marvelous. You know, marvelous. You know, marvelous. You know what? Yeah. Thank
Summer
you for
is a
bringing
really
up.
good
Thank you.
penalty.
Thank you for no, marvelous. Thank you for bringing that up because I was going to get to that. I almost forgot. You know, Jorginho missed a penalty against Leno. I dare you to look at his penalty stats.
Yeah,
I
Leno
dare
was
you.
horrible at penalty.
Okay, so why did he miss against Leno? Tell me that then. I dare people to.
The thing with
Marvelous. Should I pick up
Lukaku
Leno's
thing-
stats?
No.
Should I pick up Leno's stats?
Okay, go ahead.
Blame me.
No,
Because-
don't.
No. You said go ahead. I take your first answer.
Name me Jorginho versus Spain. Jorginho versus Spain. Give me Jorginho versus Spain.
Marvelous, thank you. I'll bring it up right now.
If Lukaku
Give me Jorginho versus Spain.
And he starts missing, you guys have to have the same energy, man.
I'll have the same. I don't. No, Marvelous. Marvelous. Why do you think? Yeah, Marvelous. Why do you think Do you think I just want Lukaku to take it because it's Lukaku?
Marvelous.
I just want to win the game.
Marvelous. Lukaku is not going to see penalties till maybe January.
Let's put money now.
No, it's already done.
No, let's put money.
The only way I see Lukaku taking penalties is if
going to see penalties in January.
The only way I see Lukaku taking penalties is if he's not scoring consistently through open play.
By the way,
he's not going to see
blue ice
in penalties.
Blue ice. You know what? Yeah, because Marvelous isn't gonna listen, so he's not gonna like this. So he brought up Jan Sommer's penalty record. That's very good. Let's look at Leno, right? So he saved Jorginho's pen, and he saved James Ward-Prowse's pen last year. In fact, it was pretty much exactly 1 year before Jorginho's pen. Do you know before that when was the last penalty he saved?
2015.
2015-16 season. Guys, I'm sorry. It doesn't discriminate. 66% is 66%. I don't know how you're defending this.
That's okay. That's okay, man.
Blue eyes. Tell me how you're defending 66%.
You know what?
Let me land. Champions League final.
Land.
Chelsea is losing 1-0.
Give me Lukaku. Give me Lukaku. Give me Lukaku. Give me Lukaku. The numbers don't lie. And the watch.
Didn't Lukaku miss a penalty in the Europa League final against Sevilla?
Did he miss?
No,
bro. Was it? No. He did. No. Was it in extra? No. Time out. Was it in like an extra time or normal time? Because if it was a penalty shootout. What in Inter? No, it wasn't.
Penalty shootout.
No, that was the Super Cup. That was the Super Cup at Chelsea. It wasn't a penalty shootout. No, that game didn't go to pens. That game didn't go to pens. Marvelous, you're lying. Marvelous, you're lying. You are lying. It didn't go to penalty shootouts.
Marvelous is adding penalties.
Marvelous is lying. He's lying. No, Marvelous is lying.
Very humble.
Marvelous is like Marvelous. You can't lie. You can't lie on stream. You can't lie on stream.
Hey, Ekedos is very humble now.
Marvelous, how could you lie like that on stream? Nah, Marvelous don't lie like that on stream. Marvelous don't lie like that on stream. Nah.
Is loyal now, man. Wow.
No, Marvelous don't.
Wow.
Marvelous don't.
Take penalties so badly there.
Lukaku didn't take a pen against Sevilla or Inter Milan. They lost 3-2. There was no pen. He didn't get a pen.
There was no penalty there.
Marvelous, you don't need to lie. You see, Marvelous, don't lie. Don't lie.
What you're talking? It was. He scored an own goal.
Yeah, okay, that's beside. Okay, so don't do that then. Don't do that, Marvelous. Don't do that. Marvelous, you're gonna do that. And in fact, if you're gonna bring that up, then bring up the fact that Jorginho missed a pen in the Euro final. That's what you need to start bringing up then, because I'm taking Lukaku based on the numbers.
The magnitude.
Yeah, but Jorginho won the Euro Cup. Jorginho won the Euro Cup.
Donnarumma won him that.
Jorginho won the Euro Cup.
Italy would have won the trophy at that point.
At that point,
exactly, and he missed.
But they still won.
You guys
and UEFA gave him the
Marvelous. Marvelous. No. Blue eyes is shameless. Marvelous defend. You can't stand. You can't stay here and be quiet. You need to defend yourself because this is silly now. You need Blue eyes. I understand it. But marvelous, and in fact, Emmy, you've been too quiet as well. You need to say something. You need to be quiet. You need to.
Jorginho, not Marvelous.
Jorginho, you need to reconsider giving your penalties. 66% is 60. In fact, you know what? I have so much faith in Tuchel based on the fact that he brought Kepa on for Mendy. That substitution, even though he will sit hard and think about whether to change or not.
Did you see Mendy trying to catch Mohamed Salah's penalty?
Sangroba.
Let's not go there. Let's not go
Let's not go there.
Let's not
Didn't
go
you
there.
guys?
All-
Didn't you
all
guys?
these
We
two-
know
wait,
Mendy
wait,
is point penalty.
Didn't you
Talking
guys?
about
Didn't you
conversation
guys
on
see
Jorginho.
Mendy in the
See,
penalty
Blue Eyes.
Wow,
shootout against
Blue Eyes
Tottenham
now is talking
under
We know
about
it's
Mendy
point
Lampard?
penalty.
wow,
just because
wow,
of Jorginho.
wow,
Just because of Jorginho, you're talking about
wow.
Mendy.
I didn't
Why
know.
are you
I didn't
bringing
know
it? Why are
I
you
didn't
bringing
know
Mendy's
Marvelous.
penalty to the game?
I
Man?
didn't know.
Go
Hey,
on.
Sam.
Let-
I didn't know Marvelous and Blue Eyes were anti-black. I didn't know that they were anti-black, but it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there, but it's a
wow,
shame. It's a shame.
wow,
It's a shame. I didn't know they
wow.
were anti-black,
No,
but it's
the
cool.
thing is,
Wait.
I'm not taking
Let
it
me
as
ask my
serious
wait.
right now
Marvelous
because he
and
already
Blue Eyes.
said
Marvelous, I'm surprised, but you know,
Wow,
it's cool.
wow.
I want to
So,
ask a
no, the,
question.
oh, you
Wait,
want the penalty? You want the
No,
penalty to
I
be
want to ask a question
pro-black?
to you
Okay.
two.
Oh, then
pro-black
yeah. If that's the
penalty.
case, that's no. Then
BLM. Lukaku
yeah,
that
no,
forgot to take a
But
knee
the
for
boy will
Me, I'm
BLM.
talking football, oh. Me, I'm talking football. Just,
No,
Black,
just for the record, I always talk
no,
football.
no,
Like.
Blue Eyes, you're not
Lukaku
taking
forgot.
football.
But
Right now,
Lukaku
you're
forgot
talking
to take a
about
knee
your
for
favorite
BLM.
player. You're talking about you're a fanboy right now. That's
But
what
I'm
you're
talking
doing. It's
football.
fanboy.
I'm still talking
Fanboy
football.
FC, not football.
No, but I'm
Football
still
involves
talking
It's not
11
football.
players.
football.
This is
It's not
fanboy
football.
FC.
No.
This is
But I'm
fanboy
still
FC.
talking football, man. If you
No,
look
it's
at the
fanboy.
numbers, the numbers don't lie.
Wait,
Look,
Blue Eyes.
no, hold on.
The numbers
The
don't what?
numbers don't
19
lie.
over 19 and
Jorginho-
19 divided by 24.
Sorry.
Hold on, Abdullah, go ahead.
19 over 19, 19 divided by 24. What? See,
What's
in
the
that-
question you
I
have
want to
for
do
us?
something. I
What's the
wanted to ask
question?
Blue Eyes and Marvelous something, and I want you guys to be very, very objective in this.
Blue Eyes will say anything
wait.
that involves Jorginho being right. There's nothing. If you ask, is
wait.
Jorginho the
I
tallest
want-
in
In
the
fact,
league?
in fact,
Blue
Abdullahi,
Eyes,
this
wait,
picture is still
Ask me now,
Abdullahi,
ask
this
me.
picture is still on the screen. This picture is still on the screen.
Please, can we
So
remove
come
it?
on,
Because I don't know why.
remove it.
Blue
I
Eyes
don't know what
put
Blue
it
Eyes is doing.
This
Move
guy,
it.
I
Thank
don't
you.
understand.
Thank you.
That's
Come on.
that's your
I want to ask a
that's
question.
your
Haters, man.
20,
Haters.
2021 Ballon d'Or
Blue Eyes
winner.
and
Haters.
Marvelous.
Yes.
Now UEFA Champions League final. Jorginho already missed. Wait, he already missed.
And you know
in
the
90
answer
minutes.
now. You know
Wait,
the
he already
answer.
missed
There's
in
no
the
need.
wait. He already missed already in the maybe like around first half. And again, there was a penalty given again in the maybe the 95th or 96th minute. And there's a striker present in that way. Striker, like there's a striker in that moment
Then
playing.
Lukaku is there.
And
Don't even
Lukaku
say
is there
Lukaku is
playing.
there.
Will you give
Yeah.
very objective? And you know,
Yes.
Bernard
No,
is
I'll
playing
give it.
because
No.
Lukaku is tired.
Blue Eyes, wait.
If
And you know
Jorginho
that
miss,
penalty-
if in one game, if in 120 minutes, including extra time, like you're adding it up, or whatever that number is, Jorginho takes a penalty in the first half and misses it, and then we get another chance for a penalty in extra time. Of course, I'll give it to someone else. Jorginho missed
You
it.
no,
Blue Eyes,
Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes, mute your mic. Blue Eyes, mute your mic.
No,
Blue
hold
Eyes,
on,
mute
let
your
me
mic.
land
No,
now. Let
Blue
me
Eyes,
finish
mute your
now.
mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Let-
Mute your mic. No. Mute your mic. You know what else? You know, if I was Lukaku and Jorginho had the nerve to give me a penalty in that situation, I'll give him the ball back and tell him to take it as well. Are you
Abdullah,
dumb?
can I answer your question, please? I'm trying to answer your question and I'm being rudely interrupted.
Blue Eyes, take the floor. Blue Eyes, take the floor. I can't believe it.
No, I'm done. No, I'm
You know
done.
the reason
No,
I answer that question is because
yeah.
imagine me being a player and I see my
I'll
designated
give it
penalty,
to Marcus Alonso.
designated
Oh,
penalty
my.
taker missed for the first time, and that penalty we needed
No,
to kind of.
you should give it
No,
to
I
your
just
boy.
find people are
Marvelous give
finding a way.
it to Alonso.
No, people like Marvel, people like NK Dons and Sam and etc. These guys are looking. They just want. I get it. It only makes sense that Lukaku, we give him all the ammo necessary for
He's
him to
missing
succeed in this role.
penalties. Stop doing like he's not missing penalties.
Yeah,
No, I get it, but it's no. Even after he misses penalties, that guy is
He's
consistent.
missing.
Consistent. No, Blue Eyes. If I told you
He's
66,
consistent.
Blue Eyes. If I told you in the last 2 years he's 66. In fact, you know what? You know what?
Hey, man,
No.
the
I
devil
was
you
being
know
too.
is
No,
better.
I was being
The
too.
devil you
No,
know.
no.
The devil you know.
No.
The devil you know is better than the
Blue
one
Eyes.
you don't know, man.
Blue Eyes. I'm being too. Oh, that's very true.
Blue Eyes,
That's
Blue Eyes.
a better. That's a better
You know why
point.
it's not true. NK, you know why it's not true? It's because the difference between me and you is that we're not saying if Lukaku is missing that he should still take penalties. That's the difference. Right now, Jorginho is missing and they still want him to take because they're
Yes,
fanboys.
but that's listen, Sam.
If Lukaku is missing, we'll say, you know what, Lukaku, give it to Jorginho or give
No,
it to
but
someone.
it's
And you know,
okay.
Or give it to someone else. But that's the
Abdullahi.
man.
No, Blue Eyes. Before you go, Abdullahi, I was being nice. You know, I started counting from 1920. He didn't miss any in 1920. But if we're doing from 2021, so that's last year.
This is 2021
1,
already.
2, 3, 4.
Stop.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
He's missed 10 in 5 in 10.
13. No, he's missed. He's out of 13. He's missed 5. He took 2 in 1920, but out of 13, he's missed 5. So what is that? 8.
That comes down to your 66%. Comes down to that your number again.
No, it's lower. It's 61.5%. You can't defend that number. You can't
Tomatoes, all ketchup.
You
all
can't
of
do
them
that.
ketchup.
You can't do that.
66. Now you're gonna
that's
talk
5%. That's 5%. That's 5%. That's 5% low. That's the difference. That's the difference between a B or a C. Possibly.
Poreros, all French fries.
I can understand Blue Eyes love for Jorginho.
Yeah.
It's like your love for
Marvelous, you can't
love
these
for
numbers.
football.
No. I'm like Blue Eyes. You know what? Blue Eyes. I get it. Emmy,
come on.
Emmy, I need to hear you. Emmy, I need to hear you.
That's what I call him for sure. Georgie Poji.
I need to hear you.
Player.
Emmy, Emmy, I need to hear you. Emmy, is Emmy here? Emmy, hello.
What's up?
Emmy, you can't defend 61%. I need to hear you say I'd want your. If I told you he's 61% of his pens he's converted since last season, tell me you want to still continue with Jorginho. I just need a yes or no.
61% conversion rate.
Yes. No. He hasn't answered.
Just be real.
Wait. Let's put in context. Take out international.
Okay. You want me to take out international? Okay, I'll do that.
Take out international.
I'll take out international. You know what? That's all right. That's fair enough. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Because AK Dons can fry egg. Hey.
Hot egg.
Hot egg.
72%. 72% then. 72%.
So the number went up, eh?
Okay, 72% since last season. Are you saying yes or no, Emmy?
Yes. Yeah, I'll keep him. 70 is high.
Very high.
That's a C minus. You know that.
What is conversion rate?
Yeah, let me look up Bruno. What, since last season? Let me look at it.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Yes.
I can't believe, Emmy, you said you're taking 72%.
Bruno Fernandes.
They call it Bruno Fernandes.
But he has a better conversion rate. Though.
He has a better conversion rate.
No, 72%. Emmy, you're comfortable with 70. So, Emmy, if I told you before he takes a pen for Chelsea, he's 72% since last season, you'd feel comfortable.
Yes, very comfortable.
That means he will score 7 out of 10. Yes.
Okay. So since 2021, Bruno, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, in just the Premier League alone. Should I leave international?
Yeah,
Premier League alone.
And Champions League, because I did the same with Jorginho, right?
Okay, and Champions League.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 1.
Maybe 8 out of 10. Maybe. I'm sure he missed 2 or so.
Bruno Fernandes, that one a player. Nonsense player.
How is nonsense player?
Nonsense player, man.
How is it nonsense player? Is it
92%. He missed.
Yeah.
He's missed once. He's missed once. He's missed.
How many penalties? How many penalties have been awarded to Man U in total versus Chelsea?
He's missed. No. Since last season, he's taken 13 pens. He's missed 1.
Okay. Chelsea.
Check Lukaku's zone.
Check Lukaku, please. Check Lukaku.
Do you want me to check? I only looked at Jorginho's one based on how many. No, I mean, Bruno's one based on how many he took, because I know he's the main penalty taker. But I don't know if Pogba might have taken one or what. But let me look. Should I look at Jorginho or Lukaku?
Lukaku, Inter Milan is a penalty taker for Inter Milan. So.
Okay.
Goalie.
The 70 percenters.
Yeah,
Lukaku's what's it called? Sam, Lukaku's 100%. I don't even need to do any calculations since last season. He's 100%. But that's okay. Let me look at
70 because they're
don't worry.
fanboys.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Let me look.
Okay, pro black guys. We hear you.
It's not
Black. Pro black. We hear you.
He's taken 7. He took 7. He took 7 for Inter. He took 7.
The Georgie Porgy fanboys.
He took 7. Should I check Jorginho last season?
Wait. I don't know. Wait, guys. Blue eyes and I do not know when the job become a psychology. When he started studying studying goalkeeper. When did he become a psychology? I wonder. Does he want to go back to school?
You know the thing. I just find it weird that people will want Jorginho to take penalties so badly that 70% is good enough.
It's okay. Yeah. That's Sam. That's what I'm saying. They're comfortable with you. Can't. Emmy, you're not comfortable. Emmy, you're not comfortable.
You know the thing. I also feel they don't believe anybody can get 90%. They don't believe that. They feel no. Let's stay at 70. Basically, underachieving just so their boy can keep on taking it.
No problem.
Whatever.
No problem. It's okay, man.
No.
Listen,
wait,
my brother. There's no need to
yeah,
listen. There's no need for you guys to cry to the wolves. The season is just about to start.
Yes,
all of us will be watching TV, and we'll find out who will be taking penalties.
No, I'm not watching. I'm watching black and white.
There's no need to argue, guys. There's no need to debate about this. Game Saturday. If penalty come, we'll see who will step in front of. If both of them are playing,
yes, we'll see.
If both of them are playing, we'll see who steps up to the spot kick. Because
but Blue, I do remember last season when there was a penalty. When Tammy Abraham took a penalty, what the spectator did, he took it from his hand and gave it to Jorginho.
Of course.
This year again, I've been waiting for a very long time for that to happen.
Romelu Lukaku will be stupid.
And as spectator will say, give it to Jorginho. The kind of face I will look at, the face I will look at as spectator and Jorginho, both of them will not like me again. That face,
listen,
will not like me again.
Lukaku will be, anyways. I don't see Lukaku as that kind of personality that will walk up to the penalty spot.
He's taking that.
I don't see him walk
discussion already.
Unless they've had the discussion. Yes,
exactly. They already had that discussion. Lukaku is the guy for that penalty. Until he misses, Jorginho, he has to step down.
No, Sam. It's not Sam. It's not until he misses. It's until he gets to 72%. Because a miss is okay. From what I'm hearing on this panel, the miss is okay. Until he gets to 72% minimum.
We're going to see now. When penalty reach now, we're going to see
in fact, because he's black as well. Let's say 50% is okay. Since because we like the guy, if numbers don't matter, 50% is okay. If he misses half the pens he takes, I'm cool with that. I'll let's keep on going.
At this rate, 30% is fine.
Exactly. There's no need, G. Calm down. On Saturday, if we get a penalty against Aston Villa, we'll see who will take the penalty.
You see how marvelous and Emmy are quiet? You see how marvelous and Emmy are? I'll say anything.
Emmy Martinez is a very good penalty taker, and I'm seeing the penalty with Jorginho. I'm turning my TV off. I'm not even watching anymore. It's missing it. I read that one. I already know.
I don't know if he misses it, but I'm not secure. I'm not secure at all.
Emmy Martinez is damn
good
penalty saver. Damn good penalty saver. Give the ball to Jorginho.
We spent over hours speaking about this penalty.
Let's change the cover, man. Let's change the
cover.
Man. I can't believe it, man.
Leave Jorginho alone, man.
Let's move on. But just before we move on, though, we all remember that the penalty numbers that Hazard was doing, right? Just continue. It's not like we don't have high standards. But it's okay.
But I also remember this is our first time that UEFA is giving us best player in UEFA.
Come on.
I also remember that. So.
Is that how much you love all these awards? Come on.
Before we move on,
and I'm calculate. You know what? Sometimes I'm remembering if I'm remembering Ballon d'Or. Like it looks like we might even win Ballon d'Or. So.
I'd lie.
It's because of penalty. Jorginho is winning it.
I'd lie before we move on. Actually, no, we can move on.
Nothing else on the pitch. He only scores penalties.
I'd like when we move on. I'm just gonna calculate whilst you guys are talking Hazard's penalty numbers since he joined. So 2012 to 18, 19, I'll calculate it for myself. Okay?
Now. Okay.
No, I'm talking now. I'm talking. It's not. I don't know where the standards have dropped, but let me do it.
Okay. Make sure you include this month. Include this month.
You want me to include up to 2021?
This month.
Okay, I'll include it. You know, yeah, that's the thing. He didn't play enough to take pens, but let me do it.
So okay.
Yo, man.
Why
leave my guy alone. Leave my guy alone, man.
Guys, wait. Why MKDOS is talking? So we're gonna be talking about the Premier League and the Saudi and the UEFA Champions League. So I'm gonna be doing the watch along for the Premier League matches, and also the UCL too. Starting from the UCL, are we playing teams on Wednesday?
I'm like, what happened to offside, man? Hey,
no. Offside.
That day, everybody was waiting, man.
She was doing the broadcast. She was doing the broadcasting and doing the. See, Nigeria.
So about no, hold on, but you couldn't figure this out 2 weeks before the day.
I figured it out already, but I told you guys she was sick.
Okay.
I wanted to do it that day. I wanted to kind of what's called cover her up on that day because he was sick. I entered traffic.
Okay.
It's Nigeria see me finish. Nigeria, they see me finish. I entered traffic. I'm surprised. I entered house 3:00 a.m. I could not see a word. I just slept off.
Holy shit, man. Yeah.
Inside traffic. I could not say a word. I just sleep. Inside traffic. I just sleep. I could not say anything.
Wow.
That's how hurtful it is.
Because I remember she was supposed to host that Super Cup.
But she was
Super Cup, right?
Yeah, she tested me. I was like, blue eyes. After that, I understand. So me too, I entered traffic too. She was just laughing at me that you enter traffic. I entered traffic. He pay me like mad. He enter my body. He enter my body. What can I do?
No problem.
So
yeah.
We're gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing the watch along for the Aston Villa match. For the EPL. I want to do the Ronaldo return, but I'm not gonna do Ronaldo return because I don't want to do Ronaldo return. No. So I will do like after we do watch along with the Chelsea match, the UCL too. We're gonna be doing that also too, from the beginning to the end also too, because people want me to do the African Cup of Nations, and I've said it already. I have this one Nigeria. In as much as I'm born from that country.
Hey man, hold on. Congratulations to the Super Eagles of Nigeria putting a 2-1 defeat on Cape Verde today.
Blue eyes.
Playing with our weaker side too. So, man, I just want to know we played 2 and we won 2, so that's good.
So, the Afghan is in January. We're gonna be doing that too.
But this is World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing mostly all the matches across the. We're gonna be talking not even Premier, but all the matches across Europe also too, and we're gonna be discussing them too. So we're working on some other stuff too.
What about your soundtrack? What about your soundtrack? You say you're gonna have your soundtrack.
I'm working on it. The problem with the laptop I'm using to do the sound, I don't know what's going on with it. The soundtrack is too long, so I'm trying to cut it short because now I told you guys I'm using Chelsea and thing. Blue is the color, football is the name, but because of copyright, I'm being careful because I don't want to make YouTube kick me out because of copyright. I'm being careful. I'm trying to find an African what's called an African music in which I'm trying to see if I can use like a very good African beat that can work very well. I don't know yet. I want to see, but I'll work on it though. I'll work on it, but possibly before the UCL, before we finish the round 6 of the UCL, everything should prep it because everything should be ready. I'm working on it.
Nice.
I'm working on this. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working on the soundtrack and also the I'm gonna be working on the what's called the thumbnails too. I'm trying to do some little bit of design for the thumbnail. Everything should be ready. Guess who's gonna be my soundtrack, the first person? In as much as Ronaldo is my favorite player, there's only one player that is gonna be at the sub edits of it.
Havertz or Kante? Or Havertz or Kante, isn't it?
Jorginho.
No, it's Havertz or Kante. It's Havertz or Kante. I told you. Look at
it's gonna let me shine. It's gonna be the sub-edit. It's gonna be the sub-edit on this. Because I want to do the UCL final where it score those goals. You know those goals is scored when Mason Mount passed to Kai Havertz to score those goals. I'm trying to include it in it. So when the beat goes in and the commentators to speak, Kai Havertz name will be mentioned there.
Oh, Abdullahi. Oh my God.
I'm trying to work on this, but I will see if I can do it without copyright. I want to do it without copyright. I want to try to do it without copyright. If I can do that without copyright, I wanted to do without copyright. So I'm working on it. So have you checked, Anki?
Oh yeah, Hazard was 85%.
85%.
In his since he said since Blue Eyes, he said since this month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 85% if my mathematics
How
is
many
right.
how many Champions Leagues? Can you check for both Jorginho and Hazard, please?
No comments.
Please just check, and if you don't mind, just if you don't mind, just
no comments.
please.
No
No,
comments.
just I'm begging.
No
I'm begging.
comments.
Just
No
please.
comments. No comments. No comments. No comments. No comments.
No, I just comment. I'm
No
talking about,
comments.
and I'm talking about. Okay, can you also check minutes played in the Champions League finals?
No
Just minutes.
comments. No comments. No comments.
What are you doing?
No comments. No comments. Are you trying to make me go against Hazard, Blue Eyes? Let's not do that.
No. I'm just saying.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, right? No.
Just to make Blue Eyes. Just to make his head.
Blue Eyes is anti-Hazard now. We're getting there. We're exposing him.
Just to make your head swell up and just big. According to the stats, if Jorginho wins the Nations League and he wins the FIFA Club Cup, he will win the Ballond'or. Based on the reports I'm seeing right now.
There you go. And what is NK Dons gonna do? NK Dons, what are you gonna do?
But Blue Eyes, you're
gonna say it's fraud, right? It's
no,
fraud,
but Blue
right?
Eyes. No, but Blue Eyes. You remember, I was here. I was pushing Jorginho to. I was here after the Euros. I said Jorginho should win the Ballon d'Or. Did I not say that?
No, but you're the biggest.
No, I didn't say.
Did it? No, you didn't. NK. You said Messi was gonna win it.
No, I said Messi was going to. No. I said Messi was going to win it, but I was pushing Joe. In fact, you know. Sentiment. If you're still watching, defend me. Sentiment, defend me. If you're still watching, defend me in the comments. I said J5 should win the Ballon d'Or after that Euro final. I said it on stream. Abdullahi was there. Abdullahi, was I not saying that?
When Tosin was angry with
Thank you.
because we're Jorginho fanboy.
Thank you, George. Marvelous. I said Messi will win it. Yeah. I didn't say I wanted him to, but I was pushing Jorginho should win the Ballon d'Or. That's what I was saying.
So how come you were saying Lukaku runs faster than the ball? Like
he did. I said don't leave the ball behind. I said don't leave the ball behind.
Leave the ball behind against Liverpool.
Don't leave the ball behind. I can't lie. Blue Eyes, I can't lie.
Why are you laughing, Blue Eyes?
Don't leave the ball behind. I can't lie.
The guy was when I said someone was pursuing him.
Blue Eyes, I said I was scared the guy was going to leave the ball behind. He left it behind.
100 meter and 200 meter exchanging batting. When I give you batting, I expect you to run faster, but you are running behind me. That's a problem. That's like a problem within. Not even above, it's within.
I can't lie. That's an issue. I can't lie.
You guys are
he left the ball behind. Am I lying? No, I'm lying. Am I lying? Or did it happen? I'm sorry. That's part and parcel of Lukaku. That's part and parcel. I'm embracing it. It is what it is.
Yo, that's it. Kill me, man.
It is what it is, man. I love Lukaku the same. I love Lukaku the same.
What's funny, man? You want to leave the ball behind.
Don't leave the ball behind, man.
It's true.
It's true. He's still a great player. He's still a great player. That doesn't take it away.
As much as it's leaving the ball behind, I cannot say what I have to just accept it.
Exactly. I'm lying. It's part of his game.
Blue Eyes, you're laughing. Is Ronaldo's debut. I can guarantee you. I'm waiting to see a leg over or a snake bite from Ronaldo.
Nah, Ronaldo can't do shit, man. He's gonna score goals, boys.
I'm waiting to see a leg over. No, I'm waiting to see a leg over.
If he's gonna score maybe 12 goals, I already said it, 12 to 15 goals.
No. I want to see a leg over from Ronaldo this Saudi. If it's that good.
Ronaldo is smart, man. Ronaldo can stay 5 games without scoring. He will manage himself nicely, and then by November, by November. When I mean not scoring, he can stay under the radar.
He'll start padding against Leeds.
Exactly. The guy is smart. He knows how to use his body.
But Ronaldo himself can beat the country. Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan. right? Faroe Island. It can be the country, right? Baghdad.
One thing I wanted to add is this, right? Back in the days, right? Most of these countries did not exist, right? all these countries did not exist. They were under.
They existed under.
They're under the Soviet Union.
Yeah,
they're under the
Soviet Union, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as the Soviet Union broke up in the late 80s, early 90s, even those days in the 90s, most of these countries did not have a national team. They were barely a country. So they just became, countries in this century, right? Where they could actually have a proper football team. So anything that would say, Ronaldo is scoring against
that's actually a fair point that I didn't think about.
Because back in the days, Roberto Baggio did not play against Faroe Island, Azerbaijan, or John Pepper
No.
did not play against.
They
they played against Yugoslavia and USSR.
I agree. But Ronaldo discovered this country. Look at this country. Discover Azerbaijan, Baghdad, Faroe Island. Look at this country. Look, keep going. Andorra, Liechtenstein. Waiting with that name.
Maldives.
See. The most annoying part is Ronaldo discover a malt. He discovered Malta Guinness.
No, Malta done there for a while.
Yeah, for example, I think I remember seeing Lithuania as the team he scored most against.
Yeah.
So they played their first match in 1923, right? Then in 1940 they were occupied by the Soviet Union, right? Up until 1999, they gained independence in 1999 and played their first game in 1990. That's just one example.
Exactly. In the same with the former Yugoslavia
teams, exactly. That's just one example.
Apart from Croatia and Serbia, probably the other Yugoslavia former territories are under very small countries that barely have a football team. They don't have a league to just having a football. So you see, most of those countries in Europe, right?
I want to round up stuff now. Since Conte is injured, guys, will you risk him on Saturday or not, or will you take him out completely?
Who?
Kante. Since he's injured already.
N'Golo Kante cannot play when there's Saul. And I think it's with Saul and Jorginho.
That would be nice, man.
Yeah.
That would be nice, man.
I think with Saul and Jorginho. Kante they will rest. At least I know Tuchel will not risk Kante this time of the season.
What do you think Saul will make his debut? Starting?
It will be nice, man.
Then that means Dor the Explorer is out of this team. Sorry, Marvelous. That means Dor the Explorer is gone. No, I'm being serious. No, but how? How could a guy that's just come?
Wait. NK, if Saul is fit and he has trained for 2 weeks, and he has not, he doesn't have any injuries, why doesn't he start?
No, Emmy, that's
good question.
I get that, Emmy, I get that and I understand that, but if Saul is going to start this weekend,
correct,
and he's a deadline day transfer, so that means he came on the 31st, and within 9 days he's already getting rid of Dor the Explorer's position. He's ahead of him in the pecking order. Then Dor the Explorer, your days are numbered.
Who's the Dor that? I don't know.
It's Kovacic.
Dora the Explorer.
Kovacic is finished. If Saul starts, that means Kovacic, your time's up.
No, his time is not up. It just means that at this time, Saul.
Anyways, we need players for Audi Cup.
Emmy, how could Saul come here and in how many days?
Guys,
11 days.
What's the name of the other competition? The other competition.
FIFA Club.
No, the other one that they will give, if you win, they give you pizza.
Oh, Papa John's
Cup. Carabao Cup. He's playing Carabao. Emmy, he's playing Carabao Cup games.
When you win, they give you pizza.
Who's playing Carabao Cup?
He's Kovacic. He will play Carabao Cup games.
No.
Emmy.
How we have a champion? Wait now. We have a Champions League game on Wednesday next week.
Send it out. Yeah.
I'll
be working.
Right?
And we have a Carabao Cup right after. We'll save him for the Carabao
Cup. We have games coming up, so everybody's going to play. But I think Saul has a very good opportunity to start this weekend. I think.
Emmy, so you're telling me? Sorry, Abdullah, before you close, Emmy, so you're telling me in 11 days he's going to start ahead of Kovacic?
I don't. Let's see what Tuchel is going to talk
If again, Emmy,
so.
if it happens, then that
I
therefore
hope
means using basic logic and math and knowledge.
Nothing is logic and maths with
Ko-
Tuchel.
Ko- Kovacic is the Explorer. Kova the Explorer. Your days are numbered. It's finished. It's finished. I hate to be that guy.
What if? Okay, let's just say what if. What if it's Kovacic and Saud and Georgie is on the bench?
Okay, that's fine by me.
No.
I mean, that's fine. That doesn't change anything about
no.
Jorginho's position in the
It
team.
won't work.
No. That will not work.
It won't work, but if that's the case, that doesn't change any of our opinions about Jorginho because we know Jorginho is a starter.
Jorginho needs to start. Or
exactly. Yeah,
with, you have Kante with Saul. Saul and Kovacic are very similar.
Okay, so Emmy, no.
If you are saying they are similar, one has brain, the other one use leg to.
By the way, sorry, Abdullahi, Emmy,
Kovacic, but everything is poor.
Kovacic, we need Kovacic for Carabao Cup, man.
Before you go, I have an honest question.
Abdullahi,
Emmy, Blue Eyes, and Marvelous. If you're here, I know you're on mute, but you're here. Who's the first name on the team sheet? Kante or Jorginho?
Conte.
Jorginho.
I knew it. Jorginho might be the first name on the. No. I'm just saying. No. Abdullahi. No. Not you. No, Abdullahi. Not you. Tuchel. Is it Kante or Jorginho?
It's Conte.
Jorginho.
I think it's.
I will tell you it's Conte because what is way in as much as we love Jorginho. What Conte does in football, Jorginho will not do half of it.
That's Marvelous. Marvelous. You could tie it up or decide. Marvelous. You could decide.
One thing we need to start putting together is you have to start managing Kante's minutes, right?
Fitness.
Kante cannot play 2,400 minutes a season anymore. It's not possible, right? So you have to start managing the games that he actually. We can actually make Kante just keep him keep playing here, playing there. But when we need Kante is from February to April. That's when trophies are won, between February and April. In May, you play the finals for sure, but if you don't have a good, strong, if your team is not strong between February and April, you can never win any trophy. None. Not even the Carabao Cup, because the Carabao Cup is played February 1st or the first week of February.
So Marvelous, you could have. Oh, he's saying Kante, so it's tied. Jorginho 2, Kante 2. Actually, no, I decide then, isn't it? I decide because Marvelous is very Kante, so I decide.
Of course, you're going to say Kante. I know you're going to.
I honestly think Jorginho is the first name out of those two. I honestly think Jorginho is the first.
So, guys, honestly, I want to round up with something, and I'm praying to God, please. We lost to Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5 in the last FIFA Club Cup. Please, Lord, that must not happen this year anymore.
Who are we playing? Who is the?
No, because of COVID-19, Japan has taken over. Japan is hosting it now because of the.
Is it Japan or Qatar? I thought they said Japan is not hosting.
No, Qatar is.
It's Japan. It's Japan.
No, it's Japan now because of the COVID.
Yeah, it's Japan.
So who are we playing? Who is the Como Ball? Who is the?
It hasn't been. I don't think the last time I checked, it hasn't been decided. The only decided team.
Did not play the finals yet.
Yeah, the only decided team I think is Al Sadd, from what I remember seeing, or something like that.
Assad and Al Ali.
Okay.
Al Ali, not Al Ali. Al Ali. Al Ali.
Did not play the Copa Libertadores final yet, right?
No. I don't think so.
Because of
Al Ali, man.
Okay.
Because of Cody. So guys.
Okay, now
this week, if you don't start. You guys. Watch out.
Guys, take care. Have a
Peace, everybody.
Same to you, my brother. All the best.
Man. Take care. Marvelous. Take care, man.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Like, subscribe, guys. Like, subscribe, guys. Peace, everybody. Peace.